Shout out to Christina Applegate.
Yeah, bottles on me, long as someone drink it. Never drop the ball, fuck it, y'all thinking. Making sure the young money ship is never sinking. About to set it off in this bitch, Jada Pinkett. I shouldn't have drove, tell me how I'm getting home. You too fine to be laying down in bed alone. I can teach you how to speak my language, Rosetta Stone. I swear this life is like the sweetest thing I've ever known. About to go Thriller, Mike Jackson on these niggas. All I need's a fucking red jacket with some zippers. Super good Smith-O, a package of the swishers. Did it overnight, it couldn't happen any quicker. Y'all know them, well fucking me either. The point the biggest skeptic, gotta make them a believer. It wouldn't be the first time I done it, throwing hundreds where I should be throwing ones, bitch, I run it. Yeah, I swear I got this shit that make these bitches go insane. So they tell me that they love me, I know better than it's just game. It's just what comes with the fame, and I'm ready for that, I'm just saying. But I really can't complain, everything is kosher. 2 thumbs up, Eva and Roper. I really can't see the end getting any closer, but I'll probably still be the man when everything is over. So I'm riding through the city with my high beams on. Can you see me, can you see me, get your vibes in on. Y'all just do not fit the picture, turn your widescreen on. If you think it, I'ma quit before I die, dream on. Man, they treat me like a legend, am I really this cold? I'm really too young to be feeling this old. It's about time you admit it, who you kidding? Man, nobody's ever done it like I did it. Young Money. This what I'ma do till it's over, 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 but it's far from over.
You gotta eat the lettuce, right? Just straight up eat the lettuce.
It's true, Dr. Doback. You've been very cold and unsupportive of our dreams.
You wrecked my fucking boat, you goon!
Rec league, I ain't paying a ball. Y'all be string like a broke guitar. And he still put it down like a family dog. Yeah, I murder some, murder one. Explain it all, further son. We ain't gotta sing the same old love song. Cut a white girl with the same black gloves on. Yeah, what you saying to it? Old money look me, old money don't do it. Make a turn around and they laying like a UA. And I'm only looking back if I'm looking at a booty. What's the match now? They want to smoke niggas when they black them out. So we acted out. Blue dream by the bouquet till I'm face on Tuesday. Can I have some? Hashtag needs to be like. Put a plus 18 on the E-right. I said what I felt, no rewrite. Nah, they can't hold me. Dreams lie. Drop something. I double dare you. I mark summers. I scorch winners. I burn artists. Gut niggas so Kurt Bonner. Bonner got a crush on. I gotta wait long for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got a rhyme with that. Too true like 2 chains. Blue blood like you both gangs.
And then you sit down and you write Dale and Brennan a check for $10,000. Or I'm gonna shove one of those fake hearing devices so far up your ass, you can hear the sound of your small intestine as it produces shit.
Kicked off my shoe.
See it too. 6 figures for the whip. No chance, you catch me down bad. OP90, aim straight for your head. Calling on my bitch, and she know she at the top of the list. So she put up with her friends. So I tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat. Tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat, yeah. She keep keep on saying that she never had a nigga like this. Shake it up, still the realest nigga in the mix. Why they always acting like a nigga ain't shit? Talk slick, then we empty out the clip. 6 figures for the whip, bitch. You ain't gon' tell me shit. Stuck to my body, I'm the dog, she the tick. I'm the god pussy, this ain't no motherfucking facade. My niggas comfy at the top, we ain't never took a loss.
Demon girls, land chain fangs, got an OnlyFans, fucking on a succubus. I feel like I'm devil man, bloody when I'm up in there, harness with a pentagram. How you get a black hole independent? It was in the plan. She's fucked, yeah, same as my bitch. I'm corpse, got it tatted in my skin. Autopilot with black matic with the tank. Got a sucking on my dick while we bump trips. Till you throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat. Tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat, yeah.
I don't even know where the fuck to start with this shit. Oh my god. I was way too goddamn drunk at the bar last night. And then all of Twitch decides to explode all at once. And it is complete bullshit. I am completely in shock by the situation that is happening here. We're just going to go over what we can and what is out there at the moment. Again, most of these are allegations outside of the situation with the gambling. And I just want to get started here and let's get everything going. Jesus fucking Christ. How's it going, everybody? My name, Chris Nark. I'm the guy that is going to follow up Keemstar and Salvo apparently live. So I'm going to look completely fucking dumb here. But anyways, welcome to another stream. I don't even, like I said before, I don't even know, like, really where to start. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Clara and everybody in the chat. Genuinely appreciate it. I have no idea how the fuck I'm going to follow up the Keemstar show. If you haven't watched the Keemstar show with Salvo and Keem, make sure you guys watch that. It's blowing leftovers out of the water. H3's show is fucking dog shit compared to that, and I'll admit it. Anyways, I kind of want to start off with some lighthearted shit. First, the Bills kicked ass yesterday. The Bills kicked fucking ass yesterday. They 100% kicked ass. And if you don't believe that and you're a Titans fan, get the fuck out of my chat. Anyways, I wanted to start off a little lighthearted on that. First tweet that I pulled up that I thought was funny is Doc on the Radio. Doc on the Radio, host of Spurg Alert, great fucking content creator. I love his shit. He tweets out, in the midst of all the Poggergate bullshit that's been going on, today is 9/11 for the Twitch community. Someone flew a train into the Twitch towers. Fuck. Fuck. That basically how everybody is feeling about this right now. This is the 9/11 of the Twitch community. So very fair tweet by Doc on the Radio. So I want to kind of like do a recap of like what actually started this shit. I want to kind of do a recap and then we'll get into the juicy bits as we go. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I got excited about my football team and I see everyone in the chat going sports. I was like, I know most of my audience is not from America. It's okay. I respect that. Sports, scams, and section SA. Great light up. Yeah, and White, it's a great fucking light up. It's a great light up for a stream. Fuck. Oh my god. Anyway, fuck. You're not wrong. I want to go through a quick recap of exactly what happened. So, what started all of this was a Twitch streamer. This Twitch streamer named Slicker. Now, it just like Tommy C said today, it's ironic that all the people involved in the bullshit that's been going on for close to 24 hours have the word slick in their fucking name. And they're not fucking slick. Tommy and Matt were 100% right. These motherfuckers need to stop calling themselves slick. Just they don't deserve the title of slick. They never fucking will. It's dog shit that they did this. That they did that word dirty. So I want to read a quick article. What's up, Nathan? Quick article from The Verge. Twitch streamers say one of their own scammed them for gambling money. There's a little bit more to that, but because The Verge is such a shit fucking article, it's just what it is. Several prominent Twitch streamers, including Hasan, the dumbest streamer on planet Earth, are calling out fellow streamer It's Sickler after he allegedly scammed them out of money to fuel what he describes as a gambling addiction. Yeah, okay. Dude. The reason I'm kind of on the fence of the whole gambling addiction thing is because of how he went about it was way too calculated in my mind. It's just like, I'm going to show you a clip from the Coffeezilla video in a minute that kind of like, it kind of broke the narrative for me that it was all just him blaming gambling addiction. He's also a pro fucking scammer. He's 100% masterclass scammer. So, over the weekend, streamers took to Twitch and Twitter, sharing voice messages, videos, and DMs in which the UK-based streamer... What is with UK-based content creators? No offense to the rest of the UK content creator pool, but you guys always have some crazy shit that happens. Just like how we have LA. Anytime anything in Europe happens with like a major creator, it's always in the UK. Just like how anything major with another creator in the US, it's immediately in fucking LA. What is with these two portions of the world that keep putting out streamers and content creators that are fucking assholes? What is this? It's incredible. It's incredible. They literally, they just manifest themselves as becoming the biggest douchebags somehow. Hello, everybody. Hello. Begged them for money. He used well-known financial scamming strategies, claiming that his bank account has been frozen. That's the big one. That's the one. That's the one that literally those scam callers will use. It's such bullshit. It's such bullshit. Oh, my bank account was frozen, and I owe $15,000 in taxes, and I gotta pay it. Can you just give me the money? I swear on my mother. Bro, listen, man. You should help your friends out, but if a friend of yours asks for $1,000, you might want to fucking second guess yourself, especially with Twitch streamers. None of that shit. What's up, Xylee? How you doing? This situation is getting out of control by the minute, Xylee. It's just steamrolling into worse shit as it goes. I'm just doing a roundup at this point. I gotta follow up Salvo and Keemstar. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? Anyways. He needs funds to pay bills and otherwise stay afloat until his bank would release the funds. This dude has over 100,000 people that follow him on Twitch. The ad revenue, the subscribers, the Twitch primes, all that shit is you. How do you gamble away that much money, first off? And then second, take over 300,000 fucking dollars from other streamers and your fans. It's been calculated out per Coffeezilla's calculation at $389,000 that this man was loaned to by pulling this sort of fucking scam. So he could gamble on skins. When was the last time that we had a fucking thing about gambling with skins? That was back in the CSGO Lotto days when H3 was respectable. That's the last time that we had this problem. I'm so fucking confused how it got to this point, and I will never understand it. Anyways. He bullshitted him. Sympathetic streamers then sent him large sums of money. Hey, listen, guys, if you're multimillionaires, you shouldn't just be loaning out your fucking money to people that are bad with their money. Hot fucking take. Help your friends when you can, but maybe not in fucking $1,000 checks. What the fuck? I would literally, if somebody came to me and said, hey, my bank account was frozen, all this shit, you provided proof to me, I would still second guess it. I'd be like, bro, I want to see your transaction history the past fucking 3 months. I want to see the transaction history of the past 3 months of what you've been spending your money on, because now this is making me never want to trust giving people money. Seek help. Well, I don't care about what this asshole says. Many victims came forward on Twitch, like streamer, who the fuck are you, admitting he lost $27,000 scammed by him. Trainwrecks got scammed for $45,000. XQC didn't give any money. Very smart on X. Usually X is the dumbest fucking person, but he was smart and didn't give any money. A tearful man took to Twitch on September 17th, admitting that he borrowed the money from streamers. Not borrowed. You scammed money, you stupid fucking bastard. You scammed the money. Don't you bullshit me. You scammed it. Stop pretending that it's just borrowing the money. Suck my dick, bro. Literally. Bull fucking shit. Bullshit. I call straight bullshit on that. It's not borrowing the money when you do the same thing to over 55 fucking people that are viewers, and you use different fucking tactics in your videos every time to get money out of them. It's bullshit. Oh my god. Anyways, I lied to many people. Yeah, no fuck. No fuck. You skinny looking version of Papa Gut. According to Silker, his addiction started with Cisco skin betting. I can't say that without laughing. Eventually, I found out you could gamble with money. That's what gambling is, dude. You can gamble skins and money, bro. There was a whole controversy a couple years back about gambling with money and skins, bro. Oh my god. It's almost like that happened this entire fucking time. But, you know, that's totally fine. Get a beer? I don't have a beer. I got very drunk last night. This is the last of my energy for this whole thing, by the way. I got a warning on Twitter for tweeting out at Hasan and roasting the fuck out of him. I got a warning from Twitter and it said, hey, quit doing that. And I'm like, I had to delete the tweets. Let's take a look here. He began to ask around for money, lying about the reason he needed funds while saying he had every intention of paying people back. Yeah, no, a degenerate gambler will never pay your fucking money back. That won't happen. You're not getting your money back, bitch. Never give money to somebody that you potentially think is a gambler. Hasan, the popular political and variety streamer, I wouldn't really title him that. Maybe like Manchild. That's a good one. Hypocrite, that's another good one. A man that had more of a reaction to MasterChef than the actual situation involving his friends. But, you know, fine. Popular fucking political Twitch streamer and variety streamer. Yeah, suck my dick. The more entertaining streamer is Wubby. Wubby is better than you. Wubby is 100% better than you, Hasan, and you fucking know it. Another content creator called Mizkif, in which he tried to seek restitution for the scam streamers. That's really cool that XQC and Ludwig are giving the money out. By the way, they're planning on paying a bunch of people that this individual stole money from. So good on X and good on Ludwig, but it's gonna be tainted by what I'm gonna show you guys later on the XQC side more of things. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. He seemed reluctant when asked if he would seek therapy. Yeah, no shit. He's a degenerate gambler. A degenerate gambler that literally, at one point, was offered a gambling sponsorship, and then he said, he stated, I don't want to gamble anymore. Started a gambling sponsorship, and then started gambling harder. Just... fuck you, dude. Fuck you. All right. Was sports betting. The incident touched off a conversation about gambling in Twitch's platform. Yeah, this is when all the moral arbiters of the Twitch community, the ones that are the moral high ground, the ones that will look down upon the peons of the Twitch ecosphere and content creation sphere, stand on their soapboxes and plead, you are all wrong, we are right. please listen to us all the time. That's the people that we're fucking dealing with. Yeah, those assholes. Sure. Fine. Sure. Okay. Where is it? Twitch's platform. Currently, slot gambling streams are permitted on Twitch, with creators like aforementioned XQC making headlines for the prolific amounts of money they spend on stream. After the news of Sickler broke, high-profile streamers, including, who guessed it? Pokimane! Twitch just announced they are banning gambling streams in October. Well, that's good, I guess. Gambling is gambling. I don't really give a fuck. Like, sure, you're not supposed to, like, show it to kids and, like, get them involved and all that stuff. And Twitch is primarily for 14-year-olds that like to jack off to hot tub streams. But, like, they're just gonna go somewhere else. The gambling sites don't stop. If you're smart, you're not gonna copy what other people do on fucking stream like a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? But that's just me. I guess good on Twitch to prevent this kind of shit from happening with their partners and their viewers, but like that's not the point here. This is a problematic issue of Twitch streamers kind of hiding shit and then it blows up in their face. This is a systemic issue on Twitch that has led to this portion now. But it's good that they took it down. That's good that they're getting rid of it in October. Totally fine with that. Yep. That's literally what I'm about to go over, Clara. Don't worry. I got a whole lineup of shit for you guys today. I came prepared on some shit. I came prepared. But of course, the moral arbiter, Pokimane, discussed a boycott of Twitch on stream to spur the platform to ban gambling from the site. The minute that woman says anything against Twitch, Twitch folds instantly. Like snap of the fucking fingers. She holds Twitch by the balls. I don't know how or why. I don't have a particular issue with Pokimane. It's just these moral arbiter moments where she's like, I wish that the internet would be a nicer place. I wish that this would be nicer. This is the world, bitch. This is the world, motherfuckers. We're not all nice people. And if you don't like that, get off the fucking internet. If you can't handle a couple of jabs now and then, you're fucking thin-skinned, dude. You really are. You really are. A couple of jabs. If you fuck up, own it. Be a man, own it, or a woman. Be either or any gender at this fucking, I don't know, any gender. Be true to yourself and apologize. If you genuinely fucked up, apologize. Be an adult. You know what I mean? Have an introspective look. Know that you fucked up. Say that you fucked up and own it and learn from it. Not try to take the moral high ground and continuously pretend like you are the better person no matter what issue comes your way. So, hot fucking take. Act like a fucking adult, people. Let's take a look here. Ironically, that sentiment spun off in its own controversy. We'll get into that soon. So, after Sickler was outed basically as a scammer, not, in my opinion, not really a gambling addict, an active scammer with the level of shit that he was doing. Active shit that he was doing. Coffeezilla. Now, I think Coffeezilla, one of the best content creators when it comes to scamming, right? So he has actually compiled a short video based around the situation involving Sickler's allegations against him. Well, now proven actions of scamming people, his methods of scamming people, the people he did scam. And one of them was going through chemo at the time, a good friend of his. And he took her money and lied to her. We're going to go over the Coffeezilla video and take a look. Take a look at everything involving the situation.
Bank account got locked. Temporarily locked. Don't have access to my money, sadly.
So this is the play that he would do all the time. And then on top of that, you're going to see a little bit later is that he would switch the story depending on who he was reaching out to. So each time it would still sit in the frame of, oh, my bank account got hacked. My bank account got hacked. But it would always switch a little part of it that it was consistent, but there was moments where he could switch it per the victim that he was going after. It's actually impressive. It's actually impressive. It's impressive how well he can scam people.
Because did UK banks, but whatever. I was wondering if I asked if I could borrow money and I'd pay you back. Now, I'd even give you extra.
That's right.
That is what a gambling addict will say. Hey, dude, loan me some fucking money, and I swear to you, in a short period of time, you will have it back and extra. That not only tickles the brain of, oh, well, you know, I'm helping him out and I'm getting something else out of this, because humans are selfish, are inherently selfish. We are inherently selfish. So we'll help. But most of the time, if you want to help someone and then you add the caveat of, but I'll do this thing for you, people are more inclined to jump and go, yes, I will do that. Because subconsciously they're hearing, I'm going to get something out of this. It's a great fucking way to scam people. It's fucking dynamite.
The old frozen bank trick. Basically, you'd go to people and say, hey, look, I can't access my funds. You have to give me money. I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back even more. And it's sort of incredible to watch.
Exactly.
Because not only is all of this a lie, but he's just so good at acting ashamed. Like, if I saw this, I'd believe, you know, oh man, he's over again.
Hey, I just recently got into some thing with my bank. Basically,
You see, it goes from the banks are being retarded. In his words, I'm quoting him. And now the fucking banks. Every time those word tracks change, right, per individual, those word tracks shift because it's still a concise story and it's still the nugget of the conversation, but he can make it unique and tailor it, which is just incredible.
my bank account got locked. This has happened for like 3-4 days. Yo, Mo, I'm not hacked, my bro. I'm not.
So yeah, it turns out he wasn't ashamed at all. In fact, if you didn't believe him, he would even say other things like, you know, on my mama, when they didn't believe him, or he would swear on him.
Which is just fucked. Which is just fucked that, listen, I swear on my mother all the time. I don't like my mother. I don't like her at all. But, if you're going to do that and lie to people, go, I swear on my religion, I swear on God, I swear on my mother, I swear on my reputation. If you swear that many times on that many different things and dilute it, I don't take you seriously. I don't like people that do the whole, I swear on this, I swear on that, I swear on this. It just comes across as you're bullshitting me. You're bullshitting me and you fucking know it. That's to me. That's how I feel about it. And if somebody keeps saying, I swear, be like, I don't care. Like, you've lost me after the third fucking swear, asshole. So hold on. There's something in particular. Here he goes. All right, perfect. I already had that pulled up. Perfect. Because we're gonna talk about something after this. We're gonna talk about something after this.
His religion, that he wasn't lying while lying.
Listen to me, Lapelli. I swear I'm a Muslim. I swear on the Quran, I ain't lying. I won't scam you. Lapelli, on my mom's life.
You know how big that is for a Muslim individual to swear on the Quran and lie? That is fucked. That is literally that is one of the worst things that you can do, is to lie while swearing on your religion if you're a religious person. I am not in any context, but I do know about the context of religion and the importance of swearing on your religion, which is just so fucking ridiculous that you're using that. You go from, I swear on my religion, I swear on being a Muslim, I swear on the Quran that I'm not lying to you and I'm not going to scam you. That is so fucking ridiculous.
On my mom's life, I'm not lying. please, on my mum's life. I understand.
He's not religious? Then why the fuck is he swearing on being a Muslim in the Quran? He's a straight liar on top of that. Let's just add the layer cake of him being a good fucking liar. Like, let's keep stacking this shit stack.
I'm not lying. I am not lying. I'm confident I'm not lying. I promise to God, I'll have you month by month. You ask me 15th of next month, here you go. 15th of month, here you go. Here you go. Here, on my mum's life. Do you think I'm joking, bro? On my mum's life, I'm not, bro. On my mum's life, I'm not.
I absolutely cannot.
He is a good actor. He is a good actor. This is the part that kind of annoyed me. This shows, just like Clara says, he's pure addict brain. Nothing matters except getting the next hit. I couldn't say it better myself. And this is gonna show you guys how fucking bad, how down bad this guy was. Just to scam people and just keep fucking it up. So these DMs, which Coffeezilla will elaborate, are DMs between the scammer and Oompa. If you don't know who Oompa is, he's a major streamer, great content creator, dude's on Mudahar's podcast on top of that. Now, there's going to be something in these DMs that is going to be very telling of how good this guy was at scamming his fans and scamming his friends.
He was asked for another 1,000. He refused. So he said, I got you on my mama. He refused again. So Slicker sent him a document from Bluestone Credit Management in order to show how much he was in trouble or whatever. Like, he's basically saying, like, oh, I'm in trouble.
Bro, legit taxes killed the fuck out of me. This man sent actual documentation from what Coffeezilla has unearthed and what has been leaked to the public. He sent actual documentation from Bluestone Credit Management and showed proof of how much shit he's in. I can only imagine what kind of shit he's in now. The fact that he used this to his advantage on Oompa, what makes you think that he didn't do it to other people? Oh, wait. Of course he did this to other people with the document.
With taxes, like, you got to help me out, man. I mean, it's genius because I'm pretty sure this document is real. He says, bro, legit tax killed the F out of me, which might be true. But come to find out, this was a document that he sent to several people. He recycled it over time, which I found out.
Several people he has sent this document. Bro, how do you not have multiple documents, man? How do you not have like a fuck ton of documents that you're working with? I don't understand. How do you fuck it up this hard? 7 fucking people with the same document. That is fucking ridiculous. This is my favorite part of all of this, is that Coffeezilla is talking to another individual that was scammed by this guy using that document. And this man, you're gonna completely not be surprised by his reaction.
That made sense. I sent him that much amount of money because he got me in a call, right? I just got home from my gym session. He gets me in a call and he's like, yo, okay, Waddles, he's breaking down. He's almost on the verge of tears. He's breaking down and he's like, okay, bro, you're not gonna believe this. I didn't pay tax last year and I'm owed 15.5K.
So he turns around and goes, I owe the government $15,000. Bro, what? Look at his smile. He's like, I'm gonna ruin this guy's day on accident, man. This isn't good. He has no idea.
And listen, he had the proof though. So this is the thing that doesn't make sense though, because I don't know if he was lying to me.
Coffeezilla is based, Clara. I recommend watching his shit. I hope he doesn't get exposed either. I think Coffeezilla is a pretty base dude. He's very good at this. I understand that Twitch is going to be banning gambling on October 18th. We will bring it up in a bit.
He sent me a document. He sent me the document. Nothing blurred out, nothing. It's on his lap. I've seen his room. I've watched his stream so many times, so I can tell you this is 100% legit. It's got his
Orson, my Nigerian cousin is in trouble. He needs 100,000 to pay to get his hands on bank bonds belonging to his family. This is accurate.
Hairy ass arms in the picture. It says his name, all the info, and the amount owed, and it says that I have the proof. I think it's 15.3k to be exact. Sorry, 15.3k.
You know, I've already seen this screenshot, but not from you, from someone else who got the same letter. I swear
that
to
is a man that had no fucking idea.
He was sending it to everybody.
That is a man that had no fucking idea that happened. No idea.
It to everybody.
Bro, this is news to me, bro. I did not know this.
What I think is so crazy.
He literally had no idea. The part that aggravates me the most is this part. Now, this is going to get a little real for a second. This individual, from what I understand, she's a streamer. She got scammed at a very large amount of money from Sickler. And she was going through chemotherapy at the time. And I still think she is going through chemotherapy from the interview here, if I remember correctly. This right here should show you the level of degeneracy and the lack of human emotion this individual has. That's why I'm not buying the crocodile tears. He probably owes a few mob bosses. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. You've basically stole $300,000 from multiple people. $300,000. $300,000 fucking dollars. You're definitely stealing. You're definitely taking money from the wrong people. If you took $300,000 from random people, you're definitely fucking up somewhere, dude. So she talks about her experience with Slickler and how much money he took from her at the time that she was going through chemotherapy.
For 5k in the video crying, swearing on the Quran, on his parents, where he'd pay me back. But then he's asked Mini Titan, who doesn't have as much money, for £300. Tailored it specifically to Mini, knowing he has less liquid income than me. Like, and for Mini, it wasn't like this story of like how he's in debt with bad men. It was that he had an electric bill he needed to pay and he was going to get cut off.
So the differences in stories, right? She has more, just like she stated, he would change the story depending on who he was talking to. I had more income, so he knew that I can give him probably like 3, 4, 5K, right? But her roommate and friend, only 300 pounds. That is horrible. Her disorder sounds awful. She has MS and Crohn's and like 10 other things. Fucking hell, that is awful. And this dude stole money from this woman. This dude stole money from somebody that has such a significant disease that she's going through chemotherapy, and and she needs every dollar she can get, because even in the UK, it's got to be expensive for those kinds of treatments.
He made different stories for different people depending on how much he thinks he could get out of them.
It's crazy to hear Slicker's scam exposed so well by someone who never intended to expose him at all. She was scammed by this guy. He did this to you while you were going through chemo?
Well, I was going through chemo, man.
He knew that while asking you for money.
Yes. So this is why I had no idea that I was being scammed, because first off, I met this person multiple times in person. He knew I have severe autoimmune diseases. While going through chemo, he calls me up and sorry, I'm shaking thinking about it. I thought this guy was my friend, and he calls me up saying that he's gonna get shanked. He owes people money, and they're outside. Like, if he doesn't pay them, then like they're gonna break.
Do you hear that? That's a woman that was terrified for her friend's life. That's somebody who was going through a major change in their life and dealing with a major disease. And she had to worry about a guy, a friend, somebody who she genuinely thought was going to be hurt by these people. And he took her money and fucking lied about it. Lied about it. To gamble on sports betting? Are you out of your fucking mind, dude? Are you out of your fucking mind.
His legs, and I'm thinking, like, I gotta help this guy. You know, I was going through chemo. I didn't think I'm getting scammed by, like, my friend. Like, he's in a hard time, I'm in a hard time, but I can help him. So I help him. Promises to pay me back. And he just doesn't.
Guys, if you don't get it by now.
Which, like Coffeezilla said, if you don't get it by now, this guy is a fucking douchebag. Now, I understand that he did his whole, he did his whole apology tour already. Oh, God, I feel terrible. I'll give all the money back. Blah, 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 blah. Like, the whole bullshit influencer apology shit. Playing the bullshit influencer card where it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt my fans and the people I collab with and work with. You know, like, we all know the bullshit. We all know the bullshit. Sure, he could be genuinely sincere about his apology. Does that mean he needs to be forgiven immediately? Fuck no. Does he deserve to be on Twitch is the question. I'm not for deplatforming in any context. But this is the thing that I have an issue with. Think about it like this. And this is something we're going to bring up later. Gideon. One of the more successful creators on YouTube and was on Twitch at one point. A man that pushes the narrative and the mold very well online, right? He's fucking good at what he does. He does shit that no one else fucking does, right? He goes to the fucking most racist town in America and does videos there. He's one of those people that pushes the mold, right? He gets banned for L+ ratio in Pokimane's chat. Permabanned for life. Twitch will not reinstate him. He went on the apology tour. He said sorry to Pokimane. Pokimane accepted the apology. They're friends now. Everyone's cool. Twitch refuses to reinstate Gideon. But they will allow Sickler to stay on their platform. This is why nobody believes in Twitch anymore. This is why people can see through the facade bullshit of the Twitch hierarch nation of people that are like, we're so big, we're untouchable. Twitch will let us do whatever the fuck we want. For years, people have been screaming up the pole being like, these motherfuckers aren't who you think they are. And now it's fucking shown. It's fucking shown now more than ever that Twitch will ban somebody over stupid bullshit. Stupid bullshit. But when there's a real situation happening, Twitch won't do shit. I don't want to see anyone be deplatformed, but it's kind of hypocritical of Twitch to go, Gideon bad. This dude can continue to live stream and potentially scam more fucking people in the future. But sure, Gideon doing L+ ratio, permaban. Sure, yeah. That makes so much fucking logical sense, it hurts my brain. Anyways, let's get past the Sickler stuff, because honestly, that was the tip of the fucking iceberg, dude. That was the tip. The tippy tip of this iceberg. A tip. I do want to show you guys a clip, though, of Asmongold's stream. If it's still up.
Charges with different witnesses and other people coming in over and over and over. And you have the fucking audacity to go in and use his example to cover up for your...
Wait, wrong clip. That's something for later. That's something for later. Oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies. I fucked up on that one. Anyways, let's move past that. We'll bring that up in a minute. I forgot about how Asmongold pops the fuck off. Anyways, so because some of the tweets were deleted, I want to show you guys something. Asmongold puts a tweet out after all the information about Sickler comes forward, right? It's big drama. Everyone's talking about it on Twitter. I'm getting drunk at the bar. I'm just going through Twitter. Asmongold tweets, how in the fuck is Sickler not banned on Twitch? Fair question. Guy literally uses the platform to defraud dozens of people, streamers and viewers alike, and admits it. Gideon, thank you, Asma. Gideon is still sitting in a perma while Sickler gets to live and laugh about an actual crime. It's an absolute disgrace. Asmongold with a pretty base take. Train wrecks. This is where the shit hits the fan, people. Where nobody was expecting this. Nobody was expecting what it was going to evolve to at this point. Not a single goddamn person on the planet was expecting this. Trainwrecks comes barreling in, creating the 9/11 of the Twitch community. Because your pals decided it was in their best interest to use and platform the very person that scammed everyone for his horse racing and tennis bets to somehow twist it and wage their war against me. Because they were all against Trainwrecks for being a gambling streamer, same as XQC. Basically, Trainwrecks was ostracized by the large Twitch community because of the fact that he doesn't have an issue with gambling streams. So he was ostracized for a while. So now he's pissed. He's fucking pissed. Let's take a look here. The very person that scammed everyone for his horse racing tennis bets. And we both know deep down why the insecure little man is doing this. Now, you're thinking to yourself, you're already reading the next tweet because all of you have ADD. Who's the little man? Who's the little man of Twitch? Who's the little man? If you don't watch any Twitch whatsoever, there's a man named Mizkif. Now, Mizkif is one of the co-owners of OTK, one of the largest streaming groups at the moment. #1 rated, remember? That include Asman himself, Jay Schlatt, Emaru, a bunch of very large creators on Twitch, right? Like, they are a conglomerate. Mizkif isn't somebody on Twitch to sneeze at. You know what I mean? So, Trainwreck says the little man, why the little man is doing this. Mizkif pops in. If we're going to deplatform people for scamming others, shouldn't we have banned you for Joltcoin a few years back? Trying to get a one-up on Trainwrecks. Because Trainwrecks is like, you guys all turned on me. Like, it's crazy that now you're all mad. And now you have something to say. But when I was gambling my shit and doing my shit, you all turned on me. You all thought I was a piece of shit. You all tried to take away my revenue, my income, blah, 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 all that bullshit, right? This is all about money at the end of the day, people. These people only give a fuck about status and money. That's all they've ever given a shit about for years now. They don't give a fuck about anything else. So they'll drop nukes no matter what. So, Mizkif comes in trying to get a one-up on Trainwrecks. Trainwrecks comes barreling in at 1,000,000 miles an hour with a fucking tactical nuke strapped to his fucking face and headbutts Mizkif as hard as he can. Are you gonna send Maya being the ex-girlfriend of Mizkif, and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up all those SA assaults? The SAs, you fucking scumbag piece of shit. You want to come at me and make shit up? Then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy. Trainwrecks comes in and immediately starts an allegation that Mizkif has been basically suppressing SA stories. Not Maya Repsion's ex. No. Not Repsion's ex. No. There are way more Mayas in the world than just Repsion's ex. Repsion is going to see this later and laugh his fucking ass off. No, it's not Repsion's Maya. It's the other famous Maya. I think Repsion's ex is the infamous Maya. Maya is the famous Maya. There's a little bit of a difference. Anyways, So Maya and Mizkif are now implicated in a potential allegation for suppressing sexual assault stories that are going on in the org, in the situation. He insinuates that aspect. So, how it continues to play out is that Trainwreck screams about this. Mizkif deletes the tweet almost instantaneously. Almost instantaneously. Now, everyone thinks that in the beginning, people were stating, oh my God, Mizkif, what, is this a sexual assault allegation against Mizkif? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Everyone's freaking the fuck out. PewDiePie's dog, Maya? No, that dog's cute as fuck, dude. I'll admit it. That dog is adorable as shit. I don't even like pugs, and Maya is the shit. So, what is happening here? Everyone is thinking that Mizkif is potentially in the allegation itself, right? Like, he was the one that Trainwreck was talking about. Now, there is clarification on this, 100% clarification. After the chat logs were released, and some dipshits are starting to go after sponsors, which, if you are the assholes on Twitter that go around and try and take sponsors away from people that you don't fucking like before anything is really concrete or solidified as an allegation, you're a piece of shit. So this dipshit that tweeted out the sponsors, jump off a fucking bridge. Anyways, Mizkif's chat logs pop up, right? That tweet he put makes it look so weird, but it really looks way different. I'm talking to Train. He's talking about Slick. Now, Slick and Slickler are not the same person. Same stupid fucking name, but not the same person. Slick is actually a very close personal and streamer friend of Mizkif. And there was a bit of a story that happened, but it got swept under the rug and not a lot of people talked about it until now, which we will go over in a little bit. Should we keep going? When Maya and Mitch went over to talk to Adrianah Lee. Now, Adrianah Lee is the person alleging the situation against Slick that Mizkif and Maya were a part of at the time. I'm going to... Mr. Gamer, I'm literally explaining it. No, he's talking about Slick. He's talking about Slick. I think when Slick got attacked, I don't even know what he means. Look at my reply. Clearing the dead has nothing to do with Slickler. So Slick, Slickler. Two different people. Saved. If you're looking at my logs, asked me, she would go, but failed. Minx was using manipulation. Minx was using manipulation. Now there's some internal beef between Mizkif and Minx, which I don't know why Minx is getting dragged into this, but we'll bring it up later as to why. I think we will last about 3 more days. Minx would have just been a shouting match. Hasan was getting close. Hasan is dumb as fuck. Hasan doesn't know shit. Hasan is the dumbest fucking streamer on Twitch. He doesn't know shit. So basically these chat logs leak, right? After this, Keemstar puts out an update from Trainwreck. Trainwreck clears the air on the situation with Mizkif. The people involved know the truth. For those of you that are farming drama, you are the one that started this train. We're not farming drama. You are literally starting this. You're the one that jumped down with a fucking nuclear strike and then just started saying, oh, everyone's drama farming now. Everyone's drama farming. No, Train. This is because of you. And to be honest, you're not coming out of this fucking clean either. You held on to these allegations. You, X, Maya, Mizkif, everybody in the overarching Twitch community that knew about it have held it without doing anything or saying anything or disassociating with each other. So Trainwrecks, you're not really the good guy in this. You are just the douchebag that broke the story. Sorry, not sorry, fuckface. Anyways, let me be even more clear. Mizkif didn't assault the woman. Right there. Mizkif is not the individual that we are talking about in regards to the allegations. Mizkif is involved, but he did not assault the woman. He did not assault Adrianah Lee. Did not assault her. He orchestrated the cover-up for his friends. Just for some clarification if you weren't fucking sure. And then I love Willie Mac Show's tweet. Lol, I like when these people fight. Willie. So, the thread with Keepstar is pretty on point to the situation at hand, right? Now, let's move on to the next situation that happens. Pokey and Hasan Anabi, the smartest, most intelligent streamer to ever exist on the planet. A man with a brain so fucking large, he said America deserved 9/11. This guy is so fucking smart. Now, I saw Augie tweet this. You're gonna see how I feel about it once we go through the fucking clip and how annoyed I am at the two of them right now for this.
Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up those sexual assaults, you fucking scumbag piece of shit? You want to come at me and make shit up, then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure... I'm lost.
This was ended up cleared up. It is. It is. Between Hasan not knowing and all that shit. I get it. I get it. But this is something important. This is something important.
I don't even... Holy shit. Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail like, dude, all those girls cover up the sexual assaults, you fucking
Wait, what does
piece
it mean
of shit.
to
You want to come at me and make shit up?
railroad
Then you
him?
better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy.
I literally just read it. What does it mean to railroad him?
I don't know. What the fuck?
Are you...
So, I wanna kind of like point your attention to Exhibit A, right? These Twitch streamers annoy the fuck out of me. Ironic because I stream on Twitch for games and stuff, right? It's a lot less energy. It's not really drama based, all that bullshit, right? I stream on Twitch, playing games because games are more optimized for Twitch. My rants are better optimized here. The reason I'm saying what I'm about to say is because I have a fucking bone to pick with all of the major streamers. How in the fuck are you not more concerned or having any sort of an actual reaction to your fucking friends going through some shit, and the two of you have less of a reaction than when you fuckers were watching MasterChef? How? Explain to me that. Explain to me that. I want to know. How the fuck do you have less of a reaction to that? That pisses me the fuck off. Hold on, the camera's getting fucking blurry. I can't tell if it's my fucking... Yeah, the camera's getting blurry. Fuck! This is dumb. Dumb. Oh, God. It did it again. Okay, there we go. Hey, we're back. But that part annoys the shit out of me. Like, genuinely annoys the fuck out of me. Your actual friends, good people that you know, you're on a live stream talking about this, which, in my opinion, you shouldn't be live streaming this. You should be trying to figure out what's going on behind the scenes before you start randomly saying shit on Twitch. But the thing is that these people are content farms. They're content farms. Anything is content to them. Minx breaks her fucking leg or ankle and she live streams the whole fucking event crying. These people will make content out of anything. And then when this is not the kind of thing, if you're involved potentially in this drama and your friends are involved in this drama, deal with it behind the scenes first. Why the fuck are you on Twitch reading this shit? Call Mizkif. Figure out what's going on. Stop live streaming. You're making this worse for your friends. If this is not If this is a nothing burger, you're making this worse. The two of you are content fucking brained. God damn it. Anyways, moving past my rant on Hasan and Poki's terrible fucking reaction to the situation in general, that kind of annoys the fuck out of me. We move on to the individual who is being alleged, to SAing this girl, or inappropriately touching her, or whatever the story will eventually roll into, right? Because it's still an ongoing story. CrazySlick is the individual in question. Now, CrazySlick tweeted out 3 tweets about this entire interaction. Thank God Bo Blacks and his fucking, like, Twitter god-like power can screenshot shit almost instantly, or whoever the fuck is archiving this shit. Thank you. So CrazySlick tweets this shit out, right? I have never sexually assaulted anyone and never will. I have never had any interactions of intentions of ever harming anyone. I go out of my way to check on someone and get accused of rape. I'm just going to say it. This is unfair. I will be getting a lawyer ASAP. Learn from Johnny Depp. What? Like, you're comparing yourself to Johnny Depp right now, dude? This is not fucking working in your favor, bro. Plus, we're going to go into why. CrazySlick, I never checked her pulse on her chest. That is the allegation being levied against him, is that he was being creepy to her in the bed while she was passed out and grabbing her breasts. That is what the story is evolving into. I checked on her neck and wrist only. When I refer to Johnny Depp, it means to look at both sides and don't think guilty before proven innocent. Bo Blacks tweets this part out. The guy who allegedly essayed our Adrianah Lee just deleted these tweets. You deleted the tweets. You do realize that doesn't look good for you, dude. At least Johnny Depp stood his fucking ground. At least Johnny Depp stood his fucking ground. But you didn't. You backed the fuck off. You backed the fuck off, bro. Adrianah's friend Kyle, who was there that night and not a content creator, so no clout incentive, quote tweets Slick shortly before he deletes his tweets. Better have a good lawyer. Fortunately, I work at a law firm. So the guy who's an eyewitness to the situation, who works for a law firm, is saying you better have a damn good lawyer if you're putting these kinds of tweets out. Tweets deleted. Not looking good on CrazySlick. Everyone's saying that Slick's a weird dude. Everyone's been fucking saying it. But to be honest, this is getting out of hand. Why the fuck would you tweet that out potentially knowing that there are witnesses to what you were doing? Bro, you fucked up. You fucked up hard. God damn it. So, couple more updates on the Slick situation. Now, CrazySlick went missing. Nobody knew where he was in any context. The minute that these tweets were deleted, he vanished. Now, update. I'm going to give you guys the update right now. He's okay. He's been found. He's fine. Nothing's happened to him. Nobody wants to see Slick, take any sort of action against himself, right? Like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. But during that time frame, Mizkif's chat logs were begging people to try and find him, hacking computers, trying to locate where he is, everything. Nicholas Diorio tweets out the chat logs, which is mostly Mizkif asking around, call the police, get the computer, try to find him, which is fair. You're scared for your friend who's going through some shit right now, right? Like, totally fair to Mizkif. Good on them for trying to help him, even though he's still a scumbag for what he did, from what I understand, allegedly a scumbag for what he did. So the thread keeps going. Slick's been found. He's totally fine. Everything's where it needs to be, right? So during all of this, Asmongold, no, that is Slick, Mr. Gamer. Asmongold has been on a tear. He's been on a tear about all of this shit the entire time. And I just want to give you guys a short clip of Asmongold's fury towards the situation. Because honestly, I don't think I've seen him like this before.
Charges with different witnesses and other people coming in over and over and over, and you have the fucking audacity to go in and use his example to cover up for your slimy fucking bullshit. I don't give a fuck whether you touched her on the chest or not. You're a creepy fucking piece of shit that uses your friends to go and act as a gatekeeper to keep people out so you can allow yourself to be fucking abusive. I fucking hate you. I hope you die. I hope you fucking die.
Yeah. So that's in response to the situation with Slick. Basically, the allegations pending involving that and involving Mizkif realistically is a certain situation where there was a twit longer made. Now, this twit longer was suppressed by Maya and by Mizkif. The situation being, and if I can find this fucking tweet. So the theory at the current moment that Mizkif is being alleged a part of this situation, right? The theory goes that Miz and friends pressured Adrianah into putting a twit longer out. In return, she would keep hanging out with Mizkif's friend group. That's the theory right now, and that's why they're being considered covering the story up. Because of this. Because of this. This is the allegation levied towards Mizkif at the current moment, that he used his connections, his platform, and his friends and his clout circle as a way to push this down, because Slick, CrazySlick, is a good friend of his. That's the theory right now. That's the game theory that's going around right now. Which, to be honest, based on how they've all been reacting to this, and we're going to go over some of the clips of them reacting to the situation, like Minx. We're going to go over Adrianah Lee. We're going to be going over Maya. We're going to be going over X. They all knew. X knew. Mizkif allegedly knew the entire time. Hasan had no idea, but Hasan's dumb as fuck. He doesn't know anything. Basically, the close circle around Mizkif knew about all this. All of this. I don't give a shit that Mizkif said racial slurs. Children give a fuck about that. I don't. I understand that it's a moral authority aspect where it's like, oh, well, Mizkif pretends to be this PC woke person. Okay, cool. Him saying slurs back in 2018, cool. Whatever, he's a hypocrite. No shit, he's a hypocrite. He'll go on the moral arbiter path for no gambling, and XQC will go on the moral arbiter path of respect women when I Show Speed is getting banned for saying, bitch, make me a sandwich. Why aren't you in the kitchen? Sort of shit. But XQC will say respect women, but will sit on allegations like these. All of Twitch is complete hypocrisy. Everyone at the top is a complete fucking hypocrite at this point. Nobody knows what is going on. Everybody is a fucking hypocrite right now. And to be honest, I don't give a shit about what Mizkif said in 2018. I care about the situation where a girl's voice and a potential victim's voice was suppressed due to fucking clout. That is the part that pisses me the fuck off. That's the part that pisses me the fuck off. So, Adrianah does a live stream telling her story. Now, this live stream is about 2 hours, so we're going to be skipping around a couple of bits here. But she does a portion where Mizkif is actually talking about the allegations earlier, and when it was more or less swept under the rug. It was more or less swept under the rug, and she gives her points to the situation, and it goes over what she thinks is the major fucking issues here.
I'm not going to tolerate stuff like that, and I would totally kick him out of the house. Because what I thought, which was the worst, was that
this is right after I put the twit longer out. Yeah.
But so we didn't really know what was happening because the girl who this happened to, which is Adrianah Lee, I mean, I don't know her for shit. I don't know her at all. And the only person that kind of had word on it was Novaru, and Slick was just sitting there having panic attacks the entire time, freaking out, not knowing what's gonna happen with his life. No, not Adrianah Chesnick, not her. But I just want to say this, and me and Maya totally agree on this.
Listen to this part.
So what Slick did was inexcusable. Like, I know he didn't do anything that was extreme, which was what a lot of us perceived, but what he did was inexcusable.
Okay.
What he did was, he's just, how would you describe it?
Let's back up a little bit, because we both thought a lot about what we're going to say. So I'm going to start from the top a little bit here, because it's feeling disjointed. So,
Maya's voice is so fucking
yes,
low.
it all started with Nova saying that yesterday. I want to start by saying that she wasn't even there, and everybody knows, right? It's super fucked up to bring up somebody else's experience like that without their permission. She didn't say her name, but we're very grateful to Adrianah for doing the tweet that she did, because she was forced into that.
Listen to this. Let me rewind it for y'all.
Very grateful to Adrianah
Thank you, leader.
for doing the tweet that she did, because she was forced into that position, and she talked about her past experiences, which is super brave and really, really hard to do.
She was also forced into that in like 6 hours.
Right.
Like, she didn't even know what was happening, and she was forced into tweeting the situation in 6 hours.
And so, in her doing that, everybody is so sorry to her that she had to go through that, because it's so unfair. But
I see
what
why
she
as
said in
well,
that
dude.
statement,
I see why as well that
he
she
said
dumped
that what
him.
Slick did was inexcusable, and that's true, because Slick made people uncomfortable, even though it wasn't his intention.
Okay, that's the main thing I wanted to pull from that. Okay. I also would like to show you this.
So she's basically bringing up the situations, trying to show everybody what Mizkif and Maya were saying at the time. Now, this stream was cut out of context in a lot of different ways. Hasan thought, there's a part where she says Hasan, and everyone's like, oh, Hasan knew, and all that crazy shit. But it gets cleared up on Destiny's stream. She calls into Destiny's stream, from what I understand, which is really interesting, that this individual called into Hasan and the Destiny stream to kind of clear the air on a lot of shit. But this stream is her basically telling her side of the events and what Maya and Mizkif did. And then, on top of that, we also will be going over Maya's response to the situation, and she actually shows some DMs that are fucking interesting to me, and how she words it as well.
Bruh. Let me find it. Everything that you and
I hate dead air on Twitch streamers. Holy fuck.
He harassed that girl. He did.
Why didn't you ostracize him then, Miz? Why didn't you ostracize him? If he is a potential threat to not only your business, your friend group, and the women, why the fuck didn't you ostracize him? Simple play, bro.
And you know, he needs to get better. He needs to do shit better. It's wrong. It's fucking wrong. I really think he has a lot to work on, man.
She needs to up her audio. It's pissing me the fuck off.
And I do think, and here's the thing, this did happen a year and a half ago. I think Slick has gotten a lot better, right? I think he's gotten a lot better over the past year. But he still has so much work, because that shit can't happen, man. It can't happen.
Right.
So, hey, his words, not mine, okay? And I I said this a while ago on Omegle when somebody asked me about it.
News. Let's check.
So, just so you guys know, I'm not changing my story. I'm not pandering to what Train tweeted. This is something no more white hardos. No more spam. It's not white hardos.
Oh my God.
No more tryhard spam. No.
Okay, I hate these large Twitch streamers. They are so fucking boring. They are so fucking boring.
You guys are gonna do it for real now. The emotes. Let me
shut up and get to the point.
It's not anything public. It's just if someone asks about something, I'm gonna tell the truth. All right. So here is this for you guys. Just so you guys know, I'm not changing my story, and then I'll answer questions. And then I have more things to say that I've been writing down, obviously, for a long time now. And then I will answer questions.
The news tab. I was about drunk involving Slick. That's fucked up.
I didn't even say anything about it.
This never got that big.
Yeah. To this day, you wanna know the fucked up thing? Here's my rant part 2.
What's the fucked up thing?
The most fucked up thing is I didn't want to bring it out because I knew I would get the short end of the stick bringing it out, especially with the Reddit coomers and whatever. So I just, kept my distance, minded my business. And then some girl was like, this girl named Novaru. I don't know if you know her. Fuck Novaru.
Novaru, maybe.
She was like grasping at straws because her channel was starting to get irrelevant and she wasn't involved in like the circle anymore. So she was like, I don't like Slick because she touched my friend. We weren't friends. She had me blocked on fucking Twitter. I don't even know why. She had me blocked because she had beef with my other friend. So she had me blocked on Twitter. She told my story saying, oh, he touched my friend while she was unconscious.
Okay.
Pulled that story, and then it blows up on LSF. Everyone's like, the girl needs to come out. Whoever the girl is needs to come out. So I'm like, what the hell? I woke up. I was trying to go to physical therapy that day. I got a bad back. And then I was like, fuck, I got to go to my friend. So I went to my friend who was the one who told me, because obviously I was unconscious, who was the one who told me that he was doing that. Because apparently there was like my group of friends who was like trying to protect me from him. He kept telling him to stop, but he just kept doing it.
There is a whole group of fucking witnesses allegedly seeing this man do this shit. There's a whole group, and now it's hitting the mainstream. There's a whole group of people, and this was talked about, but covered up. It was shut down. It was shut down, and you're gonna fucking see how it was shut down very fucking soon.
So then I went over to his house, and I was like, okay, let's write this tweet longer, because fuck Nova, I'm gonna go on Nova, I'm gonna go on Slick. Because fuck them. Like, it sucks that I have to do this, but I have to because I was asking for the girl to come out. So I go upstairs. He's in a meeting because he works from home. So he goes in his meeting. I go upstairs to my friend because my friend was at work, the girl, because they're boyfriend and girlfriend. I start doing my makeup in her room because she has a little, like, makeup room. And I hear Mitch, Barry, and Maya come in. I'm like, oh, hell no.
Maya who?
Mrs. X.
Maya Higa?
Yeah, but they were dating. So I'm like, oh, fuck no. Like, I do not want to deal with.
They roll up like the fucking Gestapo. They come in and they're like, they just show up like somehow that they know that there's something going on. That they know. They're hearing a bunch of shit that this girl was touched inappropriately by Slick. So they show up to the victim's fucking house. Just to talk to her, see if she's doing all right, or there is another option. They can try and downplay the situation.
With them, I don't want to deal with them. I just want to write this tweet longer and move on with my life. And so then, at the time, I had a big Minecraft following, so I have all these young girls looking up to me, right? And I really like stick up for these young girls because all what I've experienced, my biggest like trouble that I had that in that time was like I would go to these young girls' streams and they would just get like sexually harassed, like people say like show your tits, and they're like literally minors, so it's like bro, no girl should have to feel like they're just playing Minecraft. Like,
of course, right. I
get it that there's hot tub streamers on the site, but like these young girls don't deserve that. But anyways, besides the point, my point was Maya was like, I just don't think you should say anything at all, and I'm like, hey lady, you were touched inappropriately by one of my friends, and I don't really think you should say anything.
I don't think you should say anything. Bro, do you see the optics of how bad this looks? The tweet with Mizkif and Maya kind of looking like Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell kind of fits the narrative from that. I'm not saying that they're on the level of those two, but it's a funny meme. But it sounds close to that. It sounds so it sounds so close. Where two people in positions of power are using their power and influence to come in and push a story down. That's what it sounds like to me. And it's not good.
Are you fucking kidding me? Or she said I should say something anonymously. Or everyone was like, no. Or I should say it wasn't that big of a deal and I'm over it now. And I was like, listen, I'm gonna be true to myself. I'll make Slick look good, like an angel, because I did. In the tweet longer, if anybody ever bothered to read it, because a lot of people didn't, I make Slick look like an angel. I'm like, hey, it's whatever. This made me uncomfortable, but it's whatever. Even though I was upset with it, I just, I came to a even point with Maya, because Maya was like, we don't want to kick him out. So I was like, okay, whatever. So then...
We don't want to kick him out. That's what you're worried about. We don't want to kick him out of our friend group or the org. So your story, you, the individual who was harassed in this moment and touched inappropriately, we just don't want to lose him. We don't want to kick him out. Is that really the fucking reason, guys? Are you serious? If somebody is doing shit like that in your org or as your friend, they are a liability and you should not associate with that person in any retrospect. This girl was touched inappropriately, guys, and you tried to sweep it under the fucking rug. And the whole overarching Twitch community and YouTube and now Twitter communities all know about it because you guys tried to moral grandstand the entire thing. Yes, Jay, I saw your donation. I said thank you. Thank you, buddy. I genuinely appreciate it.
And then I expressed this when I was over there. I didn't want to be socially excluded. I expressed that. I said, hey, listen, I'll do whatever. Like, this is obviously I'm going to tell my side of the story, but I'm able to come to an even point with you so you guys don't exclude me. Because knowing this, like, as a smaller streamer in Austin, these people have the power to isolate the fuck out of me. And she said, okay, that's fine. And guess what happened anyways? Guess what fucking happened anyways? Adrianah, but I see you at parties all the time. We'll get in to all of it in a little bit, okay? There's gonna be more in this video too, okay? I'm gonna answer questions too. I went on Nova, whatever.
Move on to the point.
And to this day, every time I hang out with a streamer, a bigger streamer on a website, on a platform, whatever, and they know the Mizkif circle jerk, he will go and message them, whatever big streamer I'm with, a long paragraph on how he doesn't want them to be around me because it triggered him because he almost got kicked out.
Really?
But you know what the Reddit comments were saying to me? And I've actually experienced like real like sexual, not saying it wasn't real sexual harassment, but I've experienced like real sexual assault in my life, before Twitch or anything. And just the Reddit comments I was getting were absolutely absurd, bro. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, like, you guys are allowed to say this? Like, you're allowed to say these things to a woman about a woman? But yeah. Sorry for
No, that's...
So, apparently, the other streamer in question would text larger streamers and say, hey, don't hang out with this girl. I almost got canceled by her. So please do not hang out with her. Basically excommunicating her from the overall Twitch community that surrounds Mizkif, which most majority large streamers hang around Mizkif. So she's basically essentially being blackballed out of the Twitch community. That's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous that she said this in Omegle. What the fuck? Why would she do Omegle?
That's okay.
And
That's
now to this point,
insane.
I'm like shadow banned from that whole group. Like a lot of people are like chill with me, and the thing that sucks is like I'm friends with these bigger streamers, and they don't want they still like they know I'm right, and they've reached out to me and like, are you okay, whatever. But they can't be seen in public with me. They can't collaborate with me because at the end of the day, if they do, guess what happens? Slick goes in and is like, I don't want you around her anymore. And Slick has the power to because Slick can cut him off from this Mizkif circle jerk, which they all are like grasping to get in. You know what I mean?
That's fucked up.
That is so fucking cringe, dude. That's so fucking cringe. I have no idea who this guy is that she is telling all this stuff to. Zero fucking idea. It's batshit to me that this is the situation. This is how you find out is through Omegle.
Up, dude. What the fuck? I didn't know that whole situation was that like toxic.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because
CrazySlick is a piece of shit.
it's the one thing that really like made me contemplate like unaliving because it's like I worked so hard, as I've said in the beginning of my rant today. I worked so hard to get where I am, and like I'm from the trailer parks of Michigan. Like I'm not from like I don't got like a rich family. Like I got kicked out when I was 17, and I worked really hard to get to where I am. And to do
I don't know if it's a
my dream
random.
job,
I don't know if it's
but
a
now
random.
like things are just so hard for me because you know I came here for.
Mind you, I work 2 real jobs now because I wasn't able to keep up with streaming. And let that be any factor. It could be any factor. I'm not saying it's only because of the Slick situation. It could literally be any factor, okay? I'm not saying but obviously this didn't help. And I'm sure I would be somewhere else with my career if this didn't happen.
So you guys get the picture. You guys get the picture. Maya, Mizkif, and Slick. Mostly Maya and Slick. Mizkif is involved. He is 100% involved. But Slick would reach out to other creators and say, hey, don't collab with her. I don't like her because she almost canceled me. Then on top of that, there's the aspect of, well, Maya comes in and says, don't really like say anything because we don't want to lose him in our group. And then there's Miz, who knew about all of this and just let it proceed to happen. And they all use that friend group, that leverage of their group. That is such fucking bullshit. It's such bullshit that they did this, that they stand on the moral high ground of what they consider to be family friendly and acceptable content. And then shit like this goes behind the scenes. This is why a lot of creators that pretend, like they try to put on this persona of being morally righteous, or they'll turn around and do things and be like, well, that person can't do that thing, but then they'll do it themselves. You know what I mean? So how I look at it is, if you fuck up, own up to it. You know what I mean? If you fuck up, own up to it. If something happens, own up to it. Don't let other people influence you. You have to be upfront about your shit all the time. Especially as a creator, because that is more of its weight in gold than you pretending to be a fake fucking person. Just so we're clear, the guy begging for money is the guy that essayed the girl. No. 2 totally different people, QTV. There's Slickler, the individual who did scam people for the money. Then there is the individual Slick, we'll call him CrazySlick. His full name, his full Twitch handle is CrazySlick. He's the one that potentially SA'd this girl. 2 totally different people. Just to clear it out there. They both have similar fucking names because they're all unoriginal fucks. All right. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Now, let's get into Maya, the ex-girlfriend and supposed individual that pushed this story down, that went to Adrianah Lee's place that she was at, right? Went to her and said, we don't really want to kick Slick out of the group because of this. So don't say too much. And she had to basically silence her version of the events and make it more favorable to Slick, which is crazy to me. So,
this intro is dumb.
yeah, do not listen to Papa Gut stream if that's the case. They are not the same person.
Let's just get it over with. All right.
Oh, let's just get it over with. Let's just get over potential SA allegations, Maya. Yeah, let's just get over it. Let's just get it over with. Not that hundreds of thousands of people are fucking asking you assholes what happened. She starts the stream with let's just get it over with. There is implications happening here that can destroy the overall Twitch hierarchy community and their connections to each other, to Mizkif's organization. And you will come out here and immediately go, well, let's just get this over with. That's the bitchiest thing I've ever heard.
I also don't. It's already like insane in here, so let's not thank you for the sub. Not stall too much. So, okay, these are definitely gonna get muted. Okay. I'm gonna do my very, very best to clear it up and be very concise and to defend nobody except for myself in this situation and my actions, or the reason that I chose to do what I did that day, okay? So.
Come on.
I woke up one morning. I think it was either in June or July. I woke up in July. What? It doesn't matter. I woke up.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when the story started. It just matters that I woke up.
To messages or something about Nova coming out, baiting a story, and then Adrianah was gonna write a twit longer.
Okay.
About Slick.
So you're starting off by saying Nova is baiting a story. Sure. I guess, because Nova was pissed off or whatever. And Adrianah even said that, well, Nova started this bullshit. I didn't know what happened that night. My friends told me later. I was planning on doing something about it. And then Maya shows up and just starts going off. And she's like, well, we don't want to ruin our relationship with fucking Slick.
And him sexually assaulting her, or him being a predator, or what have you. I woke Miz up, told him, woke Mitch up, told him. We were all freaking out. Miz said he was going to kick Slick out. And we were freaking out about what was going to happen, right, to Slick here. Slick told me his side of the story. Mitch is friends with Adrianah. Miz wanted me and Mitch to go to Adrianah's house to talk to her and find out what happened. I wanted to go find out what happened and figure out what was going to happen with Slick. I think that we said like day of or day after that we had gone to Adrianah's. So me and Mitch go to Adrianah's. I watched her whole stream. There were parts of it that were confusing, which I don't blame her at all for. This is another situation that Adrianah is just fucking thrown into. I don't know if she wanted Train to tweet that, but again, she's just like.
Well, Adrianah wasn't the one that talked to Train necessarily. If you watch the Keemstar show, Keemstar said something today that caught everyone a little off guard almost. That that Train and XQC were DMing each other, and that Train said to X said, drop that shit. And X dropped it. He dropped it. So, listen, boys and girls, there's a lot of crazy shit happening behind the scenes. There's so many creators involved in this dog shit. I can't handle it. There's so many creators involved in this dog shit. It's hard to keep track of. But apparently, allegedly, XQC and Trade talked, and then Train dropped the bomb.
She's another one. So I don't blame her for there being some confusing things. Originally, she said, and I know a lot of people are saying that I told her not to say anything, which I don't believe is the case. It's been a long time, but she said on her stream she didn't want to come out with it because she didn't want to get the short end of the stick, right? She felt like she was forced into this situation with Nova saying it, but she said on this stream, she was like, I knew I was going to get the short end of the stick if I say something. So we probably had a conversation that was like, are you sure you want to do this? Do you want to say anything, or do you just want to do it anonymously? Something like that, right?
Why aren't you supporting her going forward? Why are you trying to argue the semantics of it, where you turn around and say, well, do you want to do it publicly or do you want to do it anonymously? Like, I understand that the situation may, based on the severity, require anonymity, right? Totally fine. The thing is, though, is that who are you to come into that situation, biased, mind you, in Slick's favor? You're biased towards Slick. You should have not been there, Maya. You shouldn't have been there. That's my take on this. I don't think you should have been there in the first place. You and Miz should not have been associated with this. I know that you cared about your friend, but the minute something like that happens and you have eyewitness testimony telling you, hey, like, this isn't good optics, this isn't a good situation, and people are talking about it, instead of getting more involved in it, you should have backed off. You should have put your hands up and seen where it went after that. I know you were worried about your friend. I understand. But the problem is, Maya, is that you got involved. You got involved. For what fucking reason did you get involved in the first place? Is my question. I get he's your friend, but to me, that's not enough. The fact that you turn around and say, well, I just wanted to figure out what was going on. Why? Stay the fuck out of it. It's not your place. It's Adrianah's story. If Adrianah wants to go public with it, goes public with it. She would have gotten the short end of the stick regardless of either going public with it fully, anonymously, or keeping it to herself. She would have got the short end of the stick. Doesn't matter what path she chose, she would have got the short end of the stick. I understand that Nova pushed her into this situation. I do. But you and the rest of the people involved had no fucking right. Had no right to get involved. I get he's your friend, but Adrianah is her own individual and can make her own adult choices. The fact that you guys tried to come in there and push it down, or subconsciously, consciously, or on purpose, or not on purpose, it doesn't matter. The part is that you were there and you tried to kind of fucking stop the situation almost. It comes across like you're trying to say, do you really want to do this? Fucking hell.
That's probably the conversation that I had with her. Was like, do you want to do it anonymously or do you not want to do it at all? She said that she wanted to come out with a statement. She said she wanted to talk about it. She said that she told me about her audience and how there's a lot of young women in her audience, and she felt like it was her responsibility to tell her story. So I said, okay. And her friend in that call, Kyle, was there the day of as well. He mentioned, I told her that day, I was like, as a woman, if this is your story, you should be able to tell it, right? I was fine with her, the twit longer, fine, right. She was going to write a twit longer. And I asked her if she thought that Slick raped her or sexually assaulted her. And at the time, we agreed, or at the time, she said no. So I said, okay, could you include that in your twit longer then? And she said, okay. She still wanted to tell her whole story. She said everything that happened that night in that twit longer. She wrote out what had happened that night. And then she wrote, to be clear, he did not rape or assault me, but his actions did make me uncomfortable. She wrote out the whole twit longer. She showed me it. And I said, thank you for including that, because I didn't want added speculation to what was happening with Slick. I didn't think of it as a rape, or honestly, I didn't think of it as a sexual assault at the time. The way we were talking about it, what had happened. And she said that she didn't feel like it was like that. And was there a power dynamic in that situation? Because I'm a bigger streamer, yes. And I feel bad about that. It wasn't my intention to introduce that to the situation. I wasn't trying to impose that on her. I wasn't trying to pressure her, you know, or like force her into saying something. But did it naturally exist? Yes. But all I went there for was to...
For what? For what, Maya?
Ask her if she had been raped or sexually assaulted. She said no. I asked her if she can include that.
Why are you trying to... Oh my God. Why are you there asking her questions based on the situation and then trying to modify what her potential initial response was going to be? Something tells me that Adrianah wasn't going to outright say that Slick raped her or sexually assaulted her. I don't think that's what she was planning on doing. But you being there and being like, well, can you add this? Can you add that? Can you add that? Can you add that? That doesn't look good on you optically in any context. You're friends of Slick's. He's a friend of your boyfriend at the time. He's a part of an org that's massive, large streamers with massive influence. Maya, you shouldn't have been there. You shouldn't have been there. You shouldn't have been there at any point. That is how I look at this. That's how I look at this. That is the problem here. She was freaking passed out. Therefore, you guys playing it down to her is making her think exactly what you guys want. That's what one of the chatters said. I'm kind of inclined to believe that. The conflict of interest is very clear cut in the fact that she is friends with these people. Maya is good friends with Slick, dating Mizkif, who's best friends with Slick. And then the allegations that Slick was texting other people about Adrianah and other streamers saying, don't collab with her, don't work with her, don't do this, don't do that. It doesn't...
And that's like pretty much all that happened. I am going to show these because I think that it helps a little bit. This is from when it had happened.
I'm going to let her read this because there's a part that I got frustrated
July 6th, I asked if she was okay. She said, yeah, she's hanging in there. I said, I'm fine. Thank you for talking to us today. I'm sorry, talking to us being me, Mitch. I'm sorry for everything that you had to deal with today, me, Mitch, and Miz. And I said, I'm sorry for what happened with Slick. I know what it's like to be assaulted, feel trigger, blah, blah, blah.
Why are you running past that? This is an allegation against you, Maya. And you're blowing past a pretty fucking important part of this DM right here. Let me read it out to you. Get my glasses on. Let me repeat what Maya just said. I'm fine. Just checking. Looks like Nova is getting the criticism that she deserves. And I'm glad that came back to her because of you. Thank you again for talking to us today, and I'm sorry again for everything you had to deal with today. And I'm sorry for what happened with Slick. I know what it's like to be assaulted and feel triggered like that, and then feeling scared and vulnerable at the time. To deal with those feelings in the public eye is a lot. You're super strong for that. Don't read past that. I understand, Maya, that you've dealt with this kind of situation before. But if you were the one... but why were you there, Maya? What is the point of you showing up to this person's home with a clear conflict of interest based on the situation? Where Adrianah was already aware Nova was talking about this and she wanted to get her side out of it. Why are you going out of your way to basically push yourself into the story?
To deal with those feelings in the public eye is a lot. And she said, thank you so much for helping me with this. It's just a lot of anxiety. I was there with her while she was writing it, but it was not like I'm not like holding a gun to this girl's head. I'm not like trying to pay her off. I'm not blackmailing her. And
That's not our point, Maya. You asked her at one point, can you add that in there about Slick? Assuming that she potentially wasn't. That's the problem that we're facing here, Maya. That's the criticism levied against you from my end. Why were you there? What was the point of you being there? She was dealing with it in the way that she could. It was crazy that Nova even broke that in the first place. But you going in there with a clear bias to that? That doesn't look good on you, Maya. I don't think you realize how that doesn't look good on you.
to saying what I want her to say. But I mean, yeah, I don't know if I'm making sense. It's really, really hard to see if I'm making sense to any of you. I feel like I'm blind right now because I obviously can't read this chat. But that's where that ended. So we cleared up, or we talked about what had happened. I asked if she was going to share a story, if she could include that. She did. She showed it to me. She tweeted it. I did not know how much it's affected her at this point in her, like for this long in her life. I didn't know that Slick messaged people every time she hung out with somebody.
Which is fair. I doubt Maya and even potentially Mizkif were not aware that Slick was doing that and messaging people on the alleged basis, right? The alleged basis. That is the part that I kind of believe. I do in a sense, because Slick, based on another situation that's apparently coming out involving another streamer, which I have no information on that. I've only heard rumors based on the situation. Another streamer has come out about creepy messages from CrazySlick. I don't have that in front of me, and I don't want to be on stream digging for that. But I can kind of see that Slick was maybe doing this behind the scenes. But the fact that Miz and Maya were involved in any retrospect to the Twitlonger's initial drop, that's my issue. Why the fuck were you involved with it in the first place and you asked her, hey, can you put that in about Slick? That to me does not look good on you, Maya.
Buddy, to get her to get blacklisted. I moved out of that house like a month or a couple months after this had happened. And I've gone out a little bit more lately, but at that time was not in the party scene at all. Like at all. So we've always just been in separate circles. I'm sorry for inserting myself into any of this in the first place. I'm sorry for what it's done to Adrianah, truly. Like, I will talk to Adrianah off stream about this as well. I am sorry about what's happened because of it. I've been very separated from all of that for a very long time now.
You have.
Just been like living by myself,
broke up
you know,
with
doing
Miz,
my own thing.
You did. Yeah.
But this whole thing really sucks. It's a crazy week here on Twitch. But if there's any of you in there, can you tell me if that makes sense? If there's anybody here.
It doesn't look good for you, Maya. I'll be honest. It just doesn't look good optically for you in any context. The fact that you were even there in the first place. That's my issue with you, Maya. Now, another situation comes up. After Adrianah does the stream, I told you guys, I have a full fucking lineup of shit going on today. Now, after Adrianah's stream, she jumps on with Destiny. Now, if you didn't see from Nicholas Diorio's tweets that were going at 1,000,000 miles a minute, that Destiny has been covering this entire situation. After her stream, we watched a couple of minutes of that. She goes on to Destiny to basically clarify the cover-up allegations to Destiny and to Hasan. So we're going to go over that, make sure that we're concrete on the actual allegations levied against Mizkif and Mizkif in general.
Yeah, it's kind of like I wrote it, and then Maya was like kind of looking over it, and then before we posted it, she read over it again. Kyle pointed out that we changed a couple words that weren't so harsh.
Oh, Hasan is talking to her now.
Okay, right there, she says in a small little clip of the Destiny part, that Maya, read it over multiple times, and so did their friend, and they were like, there's some words in here that might look bad on Slick. You want to change those? That doesn't look fucking good. In comparison to what Maya just said, right? That doesn't look too fucking good.
Was at a party, fell asleep, got touched by CrazySlick. He was, quote,
why is she calling into Hasan's stream? The last thing that you want is Hasan to cover the story. Also, Jay, Jesus Christ, thank you for the $50 super chat, bud. Genuinely appreciate it.
checking my pulse by touching my neck and chest area.
You fucking freak. Why didn't you come out with this then? Why are they like literally, why are they fucking in this most unhinged way hiding like sexual assault?
Because it's not, because if you actually gave a f about anything you were talking about, you would know the answer, and the answer is it's not their place to say anything. You should know this if you've done any amount of like Me Too coverage. Like if you cared about more people than besides like who you could build clout off of, and you actually paid attention to these issues, it's always really challenging to come out with stories relating to sexual assault. For just as a quick,
thank God. I'm gonna admit it. I know people are gonna hate me for saying this. There's such good moments with Destiny where he actually speaks fucking like to truth on some shit, and this is it right here when he fucking levies some bullshit on Hasan.
Refresher, it's hard for victims to come out about sexual assault because even if you're completely and 100% innocent and you get sexually assaulted, you might still get blacklisted just because people don't want to risk it. If you're a girl and you're like, I got raped by this dude or whatever, like even
and the dude's in position of power. If the dude's position in power, that is a situation that happens like every time. Every time. Even if you're 100% in the right, there's always going to be some form of blacklisting, especially in positions of power.
Even if you are 100% in the right, even if there's a video footage of you getting raped by a guy while you're saying no the whole time, there's still a lot of people that just won't you. He's like, dude, she accused one person of rape. I don't want to risk it. That'll happen. So from the victim side, it's really hard. And then secondly, from the friends of victims or from people that are in the know, it can also be really hard because it's not your place to come out and blow that person's story up if they decide that they don't want to go public with it. You have to be really careful when you're swimming in these like sexual assault waters because shit gets really complicated. But he should know this. Technically,
hold on. Did Destiny just say Hasan should know this? What? How are you gonna pick? How are you Destiny? But dude, seriously, if you ever watch these fucking VODs at any point in your life that I'm going over this, why are you giving Hasan the benefit of the doubt? Why? What is the point of giving Hasan the benefit of the doubt? He deserves no benefit of the doubt. I know that you're being objective, but come on, dude. Hasan is the last person that should be making any sort of statements on anything serious. And we both know that. We all know that.
As surprising as it is to say, I don't think Trainer X are actually the ones that leaked anything, did they? They mentioned that something happened, but it was still pretty vague. But I think it was Adrianah that decided to come out and finally say something, right? All right, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I'm not trying to carry water here for Trainer X. If they did say something first, that's pretty shitty of them, kind of them. But I don't believe Train or X dropped any names until Adrianah came out and was like, I'm going to say something.
Oh, here's the VOD.
Why is he? He's trying so hard to clear his name, and I don't like.
We're not talking about.
Nobody sincerely thinks that you were involved, dude. It's pretty obvious.
Oh, we could go over hours of what Destiny's talking about in the regard of Hasan being like trying to clear his name on the situation, right? Jesus Christ, thank you, Jay, for the 1999 super chat too, man. You're donating your heart out, man. You keep some of the money for yourself. You know, you were in a major accident, man. Like, thank you, but you know, take care of yourself before you try and donate to others, bro. I appreciate it. But we could go on for 2 to 3 fucking hours of Hasan's entire like 15-hour rant on all of this shit. I just didn't want to do it. Like, because it's Hasan. It's the most boring shit on planet Earth. He literally just bitches and moans and then says, well, me. And he tries to make the story about him. That's the one thing that you shouldn't do when there's SA allegations out there, is try to make the story about how it affected you. Hasan, you're a selfish bastard.
You misspoke. Nobody's talking about you. He's Streisanding himself like so much. Jesus Christ. This is also why I know that, like, again, as much as I fucking hate Hasan, I don't think he's ever done any sincerely fucked up shit, because if he did, he'd be too stupid to hide it. It would be so
Based again. Based Destiny. Based.
obvious. It would leak in like a heartbeat. She said she'd talk to you after stream. No, I have nothing of value to add to what she's doing right now. I would literally
Destiny, you would actually
I would literally just be milking her for drama.
No, you
She said you could? Why? Stay safe out there, matey. Swetstiny. There. Jesus. Hey, what's up?
You know, just making sure the story's clear for everybody.
Oh, it's clear. We're all clear. There's like 20 different stories out there right now.
I know. That's why it's like, I don't know why Hasan keeps going over and over again, because I said I can clarify. Oh, he messaged me.
Oh, well, he's like stun locked on chat right now because he thinks somehow he got implicated.
Hasan's so fucking stupid, bro. He thinks he's implicated in this situation. What a fucking idiot. She drops his name one time and says, I can clear it up. And Hasan goes on a fucking 3-hour rant about how he's not associated with it. And then my favorite clip is that I was watching the stream and Hasan noticed that Keemstar and Salvo were hitting him up and like tweeting out shit. And he was like, Keemstar and this fucking troll are trying to come at me. Like I had something to do with this. And he's like freaking the fuck out. And everyone's like, dude, come on.
Okay. But thank you for sharing that clip with me.
Yeah, no problem. How are you, is there any what?
Like, thing that you need clarified? I'm pretty sure, like, you're the person who's understanding a lot the most. Because I've talked to you about it, too, behind the scenes.
Yeah. I mean, I think I have a decent understanding of everything. I don't know what
Come on, Destiny.
I don't know what more you want to add. What is your what's your like plan going forward? It seems like you're in a really fucking awkward spot.
I don't know. I really don't. And I don't know. I'm kind of scared moving forward.
Do you are you like do you still live in Austin right now?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Come on, clear up the shit.
Yeah, I don't know what to do moving forward. That's why a lot's happening right now. I'm just glad that people are finally like listening to me, because before it was kind of like a lot of oh well, he didn't actually do anything to her. He didn't actually do anything to her. And I think it really helped that I had the person who was in the room witnessing it talk about it too.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that if this was a he said, she said moment, which is a lot of these kinds of cases, and there's no eyewitness testimony or people aren't willing to come forward. Thank God she had a friend of hers that is upfront about it. They go, yes, no, I saw this shit. We kept barring him from the room. We kept trying to stop him. He tried to fucking take her blood pressure or whatever, like checking her pulse, even though she was drunk and passed out. Do you know how many times I've been drunk and passed out, and nobody has checked my fucking pulse. That's so weird. That's weird. I've never had my pulse checked when I'm blackout drunk in my apartment or out in a friend's house. You know what they do? They throw me on the bed, they close the door, and they'll open it once in a while and go, "Oh yeah, he's still asleep. Close the door." Or I've done that with friends of mine who are girls. Poke the door, say, "Hey, you good?" They'll go, "I'm fine." Close the door. Like, literally, why the fuck are you going into the room and touching the individual in the first place? Just be a good human being. Open the door. Are you okay? You still good? You need water or something? No, I'm okay. I just need to sleep. Close door again. How is that rocket science for these people? What the fuck? I literally cannot believe that is the situation that is happening here. Where nobody thought ahead and said, open door, don't go in the fucking room when there's a girl sleeping blackout drunk. What the ever-living fuck are you doing going in the room checking the pulse? That's just fucking weird to do in the first place.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I gave you some advice privately. Make sure to do that 1,000,000%, or you're gonna hate yourself.
Yeah.
That's important. Damn.
I know, I'm posing the question to the fucking idiots. They're gonna be like, well, he didn't really do anything that weird. Motherfucker, the girl was blackout drunk in a bed by herself. And you go in the room and you go, I'm gonna check her pulse.
There's, how do you feel about Maya's response?
I'm still kind of processing Maya's response. I'm here with my friends. What do you feel about Maya's response?
It was a lot of circles and circles of saying the same thing over and over again, and it kind of just seemed like she panicked and went live.
Exactly. Dude, the way Maya looked throughout that entire thing, I get that she was trying to help her friend out. But, again, my point, why the fuck were you in there? Why the fuck were you looking over her shoulder? Why the hell are you involved in this in the first place?
Completely. She didn't really say a whole lot of anything, to be honest. Plus, if she felt this way, she could have just come to you this entire time. Like, I've seen them at parties together, and she'll just look at her and not say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That was Kinsey, my friend. Yeah, I'm still kind of processing that. I appreciate the fact that she was apologetic and not defensive. That makes me feel, like, happy about that. I'm glad. But it's just like, this is something that, obviously, I've said before, I've been dealing with for, like, this past year, over a year, and it's something that has not been easy.
I couldn't imagine. It's fucking difficult to be in that kind of situation.
Yeah, it was hard seeing, like, people, you know, that I thought were my friends, like, turn against me, and because they wanted to be around him for, like, clout purposes.
Which is just fucked. What? You don't... Those aren't your friends. People that do things for clout, they aren't friends. They aren't the kind of people that'll cozy up to people. This is the situation, again, with, like, I'm Alex, almost. Because I'll bring up I'm Alex any chance I get just to fucking knock that British cunt in the mouth. Like, in the event of, like, the Slazo situation, I'm Alex cozied up to Slazo and cozied up to other people. And then when it wasn't profitable for him anymore and there was a potential story out there, he immediately turns on Slazo to gain favor with other creators and to start looking as the moral arbiter. This is the problem that I have with a lot of fucking creators nowadays. Like, I never want to be that. My priority in life is, if I like somebody, I'll hang out with them. That is it. I don't care about sub count. I don't give a fuck about view count. If you're cool and I enjoy my time spent with you and collabing with you and all that shit, that's all that matters to me. That's it. I don't understand these people that are like, will suck up to people with higher fucking numbers like it gives a shit. Those people aren't the ones that are going to be there if something like this happens. They're never going to be there. It's just not going to happen. Ever. And people need to understand that. Nobody will be there for you if you're solely there for the numbers aspect. If you know that these people are clout fucking chasing hungry motherfuckers, they will not be there for you when something serious happens. Not in the slightest.
Do you have you written anything up regarding this or no?
Yeah, I have a bunch of physical notes that I would write just to get it off my brain.
I think I'm guessing
I went all of it over all of it on my stream.
Yeah, I think we watched most of it or all of it. It might be nice to like write up one thing to either stick in a twit longer or something, or like in some Google Doc or whatever, just because there's probably going to be people asking you about this for a while from now, and it'd be nice to just refer them back to everything rather than having to like relitigate and re-talk about it and revisit it over and over and over again.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
See, I'm glad she called in the Destiny stream, and I'm pulling up the Destiny one, because Hasan's is just him being like, well, I'm not involved in this, right? Like, who gives a fuck, Hasan? Destiny's actually, like, saying, hey, maybe you should, like, put your points down, write it out in one doc, and if people keep asking you about it, just say, refer to this, refer to the notes, refer to this, instead of constantly reiterating the same points, and then people start poking holes if one word is off in the response.
Okay.
Not like in a you're gonna do like a huge drama stream and formally read everything down, but just to have something all in one place.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about having to read
That way
it.
I can just refer back, because I don't really want to talk about it now. Like after today, I want it to be like, that's why I'm like hopping in all these calls with people talking about it, just to make sure everyone's questions are answered, because I don't want to keep having to revisit the topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Which is fair to her. She shouldn't have to revisit the topic in any context of the situation.
A lot of people are critical of Train and XQC for not saying something. Do you have any thoughts or feelings about that?
That's a good point.
I feel like it's kind of like a time and place thing, because I've never talked to XQC about it, but obviously it was like down the line. Train told him, but Train has always, like, when something has arrived that we've seen on our Twitter feeds, has been there for me about it. But it's not like, a lot of people are like, he should have said something. It's not really something that's easily like brought up. You know what I mean? It's not.
I guess, but at the same time, if you're telling people, hey, this guy that I made a twit longer on and it kind of like ruined my connections with larger streamers is still doing these things like to other people and to my career and my friendships with other streamers, XQC and Trainwreck should have said something. At one point, they should have came to your defense publicly and said something, either eventually or at least in the moment, something. Because the clips I'm going to show you of X is going to piss you all off later.
Something that we can just go live and say, hey guys, today I'm talking about the fact that CrazySlick touched me when I was sleeping. Like, I don't think that they should be ridiculed for that, because they were anybody who knew really behind the scenes, because it is a weird position to be put in, and it's kind of time and place. Like, when do we talk about it? When do we tell the truth?
I guess.
When is it a good time to do so? Or
it was good to do when the situation was evolving, and XQC and Trainwreck should have denounced it. If they knew, they should have denounced it and said, like, hey, Slick's a fucking douche. We stand with Adrianah. Like, I'm not trying to say, oh, XQC and Train should have been, at her defense in the beck and call of the situation. Naturally, you want to wait until the actual story comes out. But if you guys have had an issue with the Mizkif crew and that situation in general, why wait until now as a fucking own for the gambling stream criticisms or the Twitch partners trying to stop gambling? Why do it then? Oh, wait, I know the fucking answer. Because money. Because they were being attacked and they turn around and were like, oh, well, gambling's not really a problem, and they're defending themselves constantly about it. And then one of the friends in the Mizkif circle, the circle that was against the gamblers, had an issue of gambling and being a dick. So what happened next is Trainwreck sees that hypocrisy, that bullshit, where Mizkif's like, well, we shouldn't deplatform him just because he scammed people. Of course Train Rex is going to get pissed and try and drop a nuclear tactical strike then and there to get a one-up on Mizkif. It's all Game of Thrones bullshit to them. Kevin, what the fuck did you just write? Miz just removed his OTK banner. Excuse me? Excuse me?
If we...
What? Huh? Where? On Twitter? That was not always his background. Was that always his background? I don't remember. I don't remember. Somebody needs to fucking fill me in. Somebody needs to fill me in. Was this always his background? If it was, then great. There's no problem here. Okay, that was always his background. You got to be careful with that. All right, let me see here. Okay, Mizkif's banner. Let me check his Twitch stream. One of the chatters said, or some dude is just trolling. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What? Okay, he doesn't have a banner anywhere, so somebody's definitely trolling. So thank you for derailing that, because I thought it was fucking crazy. Anyways, let's continue on.
Bring it up again, is it going to be like, oh, you're bringing this up for clout, you're bringing this up for content, and it's like, I don't know.
How do you feel when you made that original twit longer? Oh, hold on, I have another question because I got messages from this person. Did Nova ever apologize to you for kind of like bringing everything up on the Zerka stream or whatever?
No, if anything, she, after I put the twit longer out, she doubled down and was like, you shouldn't try to cancel people, guys.
Oh, gotcha. Damn. Okay. Well, she messaged me and she's like, I did apologize privately and publicly when it happened.
She apologized. Let me find, I'll bring it up, okay? And the screenshots are all in the twit longer.
That's a good question. And Nova just DM'd Destiny asking about that shit.
Okay.
She was like, I told your story, and she just said, I'm genuinely sorry this is being brought up. Hope you are okay. But I feel like she said that after all the LSF was like, why would you say something that isn't your drama? Because then after I came out about it in the twit longer, and I was like, hey, why did you say that? What the hell? Her tweets were like, we shouldn't cancel Slick, guys. She like reversed her opinion. So it's like,
so Nova's a piece of shit.
Bruh.
Okay, I gotcha. So it felt like she was playing both sides a little bit. Okay, just representing her statements. A lot of people behind the scenes are running around like trying to figure stuff out right now.
I know, yeah.
When it came time,
literally, no, the whole behind the scenes of the Twitch community right now is just putting out dumpster fires. They're throwing water on everything right now. It's a fucking mess.
For you to write your write the twit longer, did you like how much were other people involved in that? Did you just like write it all out and then like ship it to Maya to get an okay on it, or
no. It was, I went over to my friend Kyle and Anna's house. They are in a relationship, and they were the people who, they're my good friends, one of the reasons I moved here, and they were the people who were looking over me at the party. So I said, when Mitch kept calling me saying, you need to say something, whatever. Because Mitch lived with Miz at the time. And obviously they're all freaking out. So I called Kyle, I canceled my physical therapy, I go over to the house. Okay. Kyle was in a meeting because he worked from home, so I went upstairs to do my makeup in the bathroom.
She's very consistent with her story, which is good. It's very consistent to what she said in the stream.
Or my friend's vanity, whatever. And downstairs I hear Mitch's voice, Barry's voice, Maya's voice. They all came over. I didn't know they were coming over. It felt like, oh shit, like I didn't want them to come over. I think I was on the phone with somebody at the time when I was doing my makeup. That can also clarify that I didn't want that to happen. And then I went down there, and as I said, like we were all writing the twit longer and figuring out what to do.
Wait, so you and your two friends were, or did Mitch and Barry and Maya all come up and help as well?
It was Kyle was there. Anna was at work. Anna got home from work later, so it was Kyle, Anna, and then Barry, Mitch, Maya came over.
While you were still writing the twit longer, or?
Before we even got to do it, because I was doing my makeup and Kyle was in a work meeting.
Okay, gotcha. So like all 4 or 5 of you were writing this together, basically?
Yeah, it's kind of like I wrote it.
Why does that? It sounds like such a conflict of interest with Maya being there. Just in general to me, it just sounds like a really heavy conflict of interest, kind of like a pain in the fucking ass for me.
And then Maya was like kind of looking over it.
Mm-hmm.
And then before we posted it, she read over it again. Kyle pointed out that we changed a couple words that weren't so harsh. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Volume's pretty low with me on my Max laptop. It's probably just you. I don't know. I everything's cranked up to maximum.
But if anything in the situation, Barry had my back and was like kind of on my side. And Mitch and Maya weren't. But then I clarified this, that Mitch 2 days later expressed how sorry he was and that he realized like that it was really wrong for him and Maya to go over there and try to like double down, you know, the situation and dilute it and whatever. So he apologized and he's the one who let Train know, which is really good and great because it helped me, you know, have support and, you know.
Just to clarify, I'm sorry, just because names got thrown around a lot. Was there evidence? You don't really. Do you think that Hasan knew and didn't say anything, or were you just kind of like thinking like
no,
other? Okay.
I never. And here's the clarification that I was like, dude, like relax. I expressed in my stream that it made me sad how diluted the story was and how people were pandering because people pander for all different kind of reasons. You know, maybe they don't want to ruin a friendship. Or they don't want to get...
Which seems to be the case in the majority of this situation, Adrianah, is that they just didn't want to break their friendships apart or break the org apart or anything along those lines. So they swept it under the rug for that specific reason.
Excluded from the Mizkif circle, you know?
Yeah, sure.
And that's why, like, that's something I've dealt with for the past year from people, everyone. So that's what I didn't mean to make an example out of him, but... It just was, he was the example, and I feel, it's not that, I feel bad that is what, like, he's, like, freaking out because, like, people are painting me wrong, but, like, it takes, if you just watch the VOD, you can see where I'm coming from. It's not like I said, and it's not like I misspoke.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Hasan just, it feels like from his perspective, I think he felt like you were basically saying that he knew about everything that had happened, but he didn't say anything on Mizkif's behalf, which isn't the case right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Hasan's just basically just a roundup to Hasan's entire stream. He got name dropped once as an example of pandering, and then he assumed it was all about him because he's a selfish fuck.
Are you do you have any vacation time planned, or
no?
What are you gonna do for the next few days? Do you have like?
I just came out. Yeah, I felt like that was kind of unfair.
Yeah, it was a little cringy for the Amber Heard comparison, but
yeah.
Incredibly
I'm
cringe.
guessing he's probably going to be out of OTK, and then who knows what is going to happen with Mizkif or Maya. It's going to be crazy, but yeah.
So basically she's clearing up the situation involving name dropping Hasan, which is in the next part of the stream involving her stream. She goes on to tangential examples of the situation of pandering, and she brings up Hasan, and Hasan immediately does Hasan, and he starts freaking the fuck out like he's involved somehow because Hasan doesn't know how to actually handle a situation like this. Now, I understand that Adrianah is like, there's a time and a place, you know, how do you come up with these kinds of allegations? How do you even say anything to these allegations? All this crazy stuff, right? XQC, who we talked about earlier, allegedly with Train, convinced Train to drop that nuke, right? Like he's like, let's drop it. Let's fucking do it. To get a one-up on Mizkif on that situation involving Sickler, not CrazySlick. CrazySlick is the one that touched the girl's boobie. Sickler is the gambler. I understand this is all confusing. Trust me. Imagine me in the middle of the night, drunk, and all day at work trying to figure out the timeline of this shit. So, X goes on a stream after all of the craziness, right, and just starts popping off. I'm only going to show you a 1-minute clip, but X admits that he knew the entire time of the situation, and in my opinion, X, you and Train dropped the fucking ball hard. You could have said something early on. But you chose a tactical fucking strike, in my opinion, at this moment to get a one-up on the moral grandstanding that was Mizkif and his clan. And you guys are fucking scum for that shit. That's how I look at it.
Okay. Yeah, both. I don't give a shit. I had this on my chest, or I had this in my above me for a long time. I knew the information. I thought it was fucking lame. I hated it. I hated knowing about these about the story. Okay, I thought it was fucking dog shit. Okay, and yes, I had my own fight with Miz, and I guess I had my own personal vendetta. And if he gets exposed, it would make me happy. Yes, understand. I'm both happy that I get to pick a bone with Miz, and for the fact that this gets exposed. And anything to remove, anything that goes against this narrative is stupid. It's fucking dumb. Because the result is good. That's all that matters. Stop backpedaling and going against good. Good comes in a lot of forms, a lot of ways sometimes. Sometimes it's kind of weird. It is what it is. I don't give a shit.
Amazing response by XQC. Just fucking... God, these streamers are so fucking smart, dude. The Twitch community is some of the smartest fucking people on planet Earth. XQC gets insinuated by Hasan. Am I crazy, or does XQC not even care about the accusations and is more excited that people thought I was in my way involved with what he's claiming is drama when it's SA? That wasn't the point, Hasan. It wasn't the fucking point. You mauled about it, and X and Trainwrecks have their own fucking issues with Miz. You got fucking mauled by that girl saying one thing about you as an example of pandering, and then you start mauling hard, and then on top, and then XQC has to come out and say, well, I think that it's a bunch of bullshit. I knew the whole time. Well, X, you should have said something. You should have said something earlier, Ron, if you did. You should have came out in support of her publicly early on. That's me. But fine. That could be anyone's opinion, whether they should have waited or not. But for me, you should have said something. If you're a friend of this person, and if there's a weirdo in a fucking org, and you have information on that, why are you pushing it down? Fuck. All right. Final piece of the puzzle here that I found interesting. This is literally, we're done with the story. This is me catching you all up as best as I can. Like realistically, the best that I can to catch all of you motherfuckers up. So, hold up. Did I break the glasses? No, I did not. Damn, these things are durable. Anyways, I thought this part was interesting because I saw it on Keemstar's show, and I think it's interesting because Minx is this. She's a weird individual. She kind of floats between all the groups of streamers, right? So something tells me that she knows a lot more than people are giving her credit for. So there's a stream of her going over the stream that we just did, right? We're gonna take a look at this. It's a minute and 25 clip, and then we're gonna be ending it off for the night here. I like Minx is interesting to me as a streamer. I don't watch her, but the clips that get put out on live stream fails make me laugh like once in a while. It's just a complete nightmare. But Minx decides to weigh in on the conversation here for some ungodly reason, because Minx is content brained, and she has some interesting shit to say about Miz.
That's okay.
Like, I was here for this, and the other girl that was there too, and I heard them out. This is bullshit.
That's not me pausing. That's not me pausing. I'm pausing right now. That is all fucking dead air we're listening to. This is... I get it. There's moments where I have dead air, but these dudes do it all the fucking time. Like, I will at least talk. I'll interject. I'll say something. I'll make a point. I'll rant. I'll do my shit. But, like, how do you go, like, 14 seconds with no fucking point to say, Minx? Still going. Just total silence. Just reading the chat. Keep going. Great content, Minx. Holy shit.
Elaborate?
That's what you... Elaborate. Like, you're gonna trust the chat.
They went out and Slick literally was just himself. And they took it the wrong way.
Minx downplaying the situation and saying that everyone took it the wrong way, that he was just himself. What's the next line from Minx?
Slick is good. Slick is weird. Yeah, he is weird. But he does it online. Like, he does... It's always how Slick is.
Minx, this is not a good clip. This is not a good fucking clip of you, Minx. In any context, this is not a good clip of you. You say that the man is weird, but it's just weird on camera, but then you backtrack to, but he is weird. Minx, not a good look.
And Adrianah is a clout chaser.
And victim blaming. I'm so proud of this community. I'm so proud of the Twitch community. I'm fucking proud of the Twitch community. They're my favorite fucking community. They're not a bunch of hypocrites and moral grandstandards at any fucking point. But immediately there are allegations of SA coming out, and Minx immediately jumps to, she's a clout chaser. Minx, are you fucking kidding me right now?
So am I.
Well, hold on. Then the self-deprecation comes in. Classic. Classic on the second, on the double standards for yourself and the self-deprecation. Yep, great self-deprecation. But just total silence. That's content, people. That is so fucking entertaining. Oh my god, I loved every minute of that. I loved every minute of that. I think somebody in the chat just said XQC dropped a video. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, wasn't it?
All right, so this is from his stream today? Makes a tweet accusing Mizkif Maya and covering up essay done by CrazySlick against Adrianah Lee. This sets off the biggest drama event in Twitch history. Let's take a look here.
Guys, there are some things that I'm glad I'm not live for, and there are things that I'm glad being live for.
I'm pretty sure this was from last night, but we could go over it to get X's side of how he feels about the Maya situation.
Okay.
Brother man.
Today's drama, okay, was much more enjoyable, and it was just better offline. I was on Discord with Train.
Dude, his chat is so cancer. I hate that he just, with that many people, you can't have text to speech on every fucking thing that's going on. It becomes cancerous.
Asmon, Mitch, Miz, everybody, and you know what? It was pretty poggers. Enjoyable? Yes, enjoyable. I enjoy being on stream, man. I enjoy being on stream. The fact that it wasn't on stream is better. So you're gross. Oh my. Oh, I said that I enjoyed it. Oh my god. Sorry about that, man. I guess everybody consumes drama one way or another. But if you like it, oh man, you're wrong for it, man. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about?
Will be serving the nation. It's been fun.
You act like I wasn't there since the beginning. Bro, I knew this shit.
Oh my god, it's just him arguing with his chat. That's a stupid fucking video. That's That's a great photo of Maya, by the way. The nice L on the head right there. Very, very, very nice photo of Maya. Very, very good photo of Maya. Look at that. Good photo. Good photo. Good photo. Good photo. Good photo. All right. So this situation is gonna get worse by the minute. I'm calling it. When Mizkif comes out with his response, it ain't gonna look good. Ain't gonna look good. Wait, what the fuck? Did Riveter just tweet out, contrary to what's being told, I'm not a slut. Quit trying to shame me. Solidarity, brother. Solidarity, Riveter. I'm retweeting that. Solidarity, Riveter. I can't believe that's the first tweet I fucking see here. Really? 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 That's the thing? That's the thing? What is this? Oh, I can't show that. Wait. What is that? What is that? Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? No shot. No shot. Oh my God. Oh my God, she did it again. Bruh. Bruh. Are you fucking serious? I can't show this on stream. I can't show this on stream. I can't show it on stream. She did it again. How? How, bro? How do you fuck up twice in a row for fucking on stream? How do you fuck up twice in a goddamn row? How did you do that? How did you do that? How did you do that? How do you fuck on stream a second fucking time? Hold on. It's just, yes, same exact girl. Same fucking girl. Same girl that got banned last time for looking like she's having the worst fucking sex of her life. Worst fucking sex of her life. Just to give you guys a heads up, the girl that got banned on Twitch for 7 days for fucking her boyfriend and looking like she's having the worst sex of her life did it again. And I can't show it to you on stream because it's a lot more is shown than the last time. I kind of believe this time she 100% did it on purpose. Twitch. That's it. I'm done. Listen, Twitch, your platform's a fucking joke, bro. Your whole platform's a fucking joke. The only reason I'm on there is because games are easier to play there. I don't want to play games on this channel. I don't want there's games on this channel at all. I don't. So, I'm going to be upfront with everybody here. Twitch is a cesspit. Twitch is a cesspit, and it's slowly dying. This situation with Maya, Adrianah, Slick, and Mizkif is the biggest fucking drama the Twitch community has seen in a long fucking time. On top of that, the drama with Sickler is also a major fucking drama. They are all backstabbing, conniving motherfuckers, the whole Twitch community at this point. And it's shown. It's shown here in this event of all of these things that happened that people knew what was going on and nobody said shit. Nobody said shit. Nobody did shit. All of it was swept under the fucking rug. All of it. Twitch, your platform's a joke. Good for you. Good for you. Honestly, good on Twitch. I don't have a problem with gambling. I don't have a problem with it. But whatever. You know, if they want to ban gambling, where is it? If they want to ban gambling, fine. Fine. But this situation does not change the fact that your platform is broken. It's broken. It's something that needs to be fucking overhauled. And the people that are at the top a lot of them are not good people like a lot of their fucking chatters think that they are. None of them are authentic. There's a handful of streamers that I think are authentic, but I don't know these people. Like, I think Wubby's authentic. I think Wubby is the most authentic one, in my opinion. The more that I think about it, it's Wubby. It's Wubby and I believe his wife or girlfriend, but they'll never say it on stream. I think that the two of them are authentic as fuck. Everyone else is dog shit. Wubby, come over to YouTube. Fuck Twitch, dude. You could grow 5 times faster here, man. Honestly. I want to save one person from Twitch, and it's Wubby. And Critical. Critical and Wubby. I want to save those two. Bring them over here. Bring them over here. Be better. Leave Twitch. Fuck that place. It'll never give you what you're looking for. Fuck Twitch. Listen, at the end of the day, this situation carries serious weight. And all of these, again, are allegations, but based on the timeline, based on the situation of where this has been going, how it started, and where it's potentially going to end, I am inclined to believe Adrianah. Now, am I saying that Slick needs to be fucking castrated on the steps of Valhalla or some shit and have his balls ripped off? No. He never officially put out a statement. He put out 3 tweets that were not fucking good and then deleted all 3 of the tweets. Then on top of that, now there's a situation potentially of another girl out there. Again, I'm not going to be going over that today. Maybe in the future once Slick makes his official response. But the optics on Slick's end does not look good. It doesn't look good on Mizkif's end. Maya does not look good at all. Adrianah had her story leaked by someone named Nova. Nova, you're a piece of shit for putting it out there in the first place. But Adrianah, if your friends are telling you something that happened, I'm glad you came forward about it eventually. You shouldn't have listened to Maya from a biased source of what to write, what to put in, and what not to put in. You should have listened to your close friends that had no confirmation bias towards Slick. That's the problem here. Slick was protected by that group, and it continued to go on, and nobody did anything. Just like the Sickler situation. I know a lot of people probably didn't know or understood the gravity of how much money and how many people he fucking scammed, but that still doesn't change the fact that this individual scammed $300,000 out of multiple people and other streamers, and none of the streamers put the connections together. And then finally, when it came out that this guy is a piece of shit, another drama dwarfs that is probably 3 times the fucking size of it. The Twitch community is broken. It's broken and it needs to be rebuilt. It needs to be completely burned down and then built back up again. Because honest to Christ, I don't know what these assholes in the higher echelons of Twitch are doing anymore. But they are fucking up at every turn for the past few years. And this situation proves how disconnected they are from reality. And how clicks and clout are the only things that matter. I want to say thank you to everyone that came out. Before I do that, I just saw somebody... OTK. Boop. Let's see what's OTK doing. OTK comes out with a fucking blanket response of any corporation, apparently. To the community, to the OTK community. When OTK was formed nearly 2 years ago, we strived to create a gaming organization that embodied our values as creators, gamers, or individuals. Yesterday evening, a series of clips and content surfaced relating to one of our founders. Due to the seriousness of what's being brought forward, we have begun the process of contracting a third-party legal organization to investigate the issue in detail. In the meantime, Mizkif has been placed on leave and will be stepping away from his organizational duties pending the results of the investigation. OTK strongly condemns sexual harassment, assault, and bigotry in all forms. We appreciate your support and patience during this time, and we will provide updates as we receive them. The organization did the right thing, moving Mizkif out and getting a third party involved and investigating it all the way through. Good on OTK for doing that. Miz, I don't want it to be true that you had direct involvement in this, but the evidence is getting stacked against you that your friend and that you knew about your friend this entire time is coming out, and that is not good. That's really fucking bad, Mizkif. If you knew and you had any sort of association with protecting him at any point, that's not good, Miz. That's not good, Miz, in any context. Fuck. So the Twitch community is broken. Done. Clicked out. Again, this is why you want to make genuine connections with people. You want to actually have real conversations with people, actually get to know them, whether that's content related or personally related. Like for me, how I talk and collab to people, if I like you, I like what you're doing, I enjoy my time with you, that's it. There's nothing else additional to it. I'll hang out with you, I'll talk to you, all that shit. I love it. But it's not because of social cues and clicks and all that shit. I don't understand how people get wrapped up in the idea of content, like clout and clicks, over being a genuine human being and being somebody that can admit when they fucked up or go public with things that are wrong. Just be honest. Be honest. Like, don't hide shit. If shit comes out and you say, oh, well, that didn't happen, or you try to sweep it under the rug instead of actually having a conversation, that's a major problem. So to Miz, be forthcoming. Don't hide anything. Slick needs to be removed from the organization, and Slick needs to be investigated more than anything, in my opinion. I don't know why Slick's not involved in this. If he is a member of OTK, he should also be removed from the group. So this is a constantly updating story. I don't want to be on stream for 4 fucking hours for that. So right here, right now, Twitch, get your shit together and fuck off. Thank you to everybody for coming out today. This has been a pretty successful stream. I appreciate, the over concurrent 118 people that were here. We had 150 at one point. That's really cool. It's showing the growth of the channel, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. Make sure you guys like the stream, obviously, because it helps out with the algorithmic purposes, and I want this community to grow. I want it to be like a very welcoming community, even though it's drama related and it's a lot of rant based. I want the community itself to look into things objectively based on the situations and not jump to massive conclusions. Every time that I went over this today, it was all based in allegations and the situations as it was perceived out. So if things do change, I will be changing things up. So what we're looking at here, let me see who's streaming right now. Actually,
day to represent.
Here you go. I'm gonna send you to Dead on Dave, guys. I'm gonna send you to Dead on Dave. Dead on Dave is a great fucking streamer, a good guy. Tell him we said hi. We're gonna raid Dave's stream. Everyone go over there. Tell him it's the Chris raid.
Represent our organization.
Earlier in that last statement. And second, I
Go
still
on.
find it funny how even after he had his legal team write it, the very first thing he started out
Go
with,
over to
hey
Dave.
guys, the
Dave's
sexual
great. I
assault,
promise you Dave's great.
Predator is fine. He's not dead.
Dave
Everyone
is
happy?
great. Everyone go over to
No?
Dave.
Okay,
No, but
well
then,
anyway,
then he
so
immediately starts to bury him. Don't worry.
yeah. Don't worry, he's not dead, but I will kill him myself.
Don't worry, I got a shovel ready to make sure, because I'm not going down for this. Ladies, I'm on your
Come on,
side.
guys.
I believe all y'all, and I would.
Nobody's
oh
in
my
Dave's stream.
God.
What the fuck? Everyone go over to
dude,
Dave.
I hope he loses everything. I hope he's destitute on the sidewalk by the time this is all said and done.
All right, boys and girls.
Oh,
I'll be seeing you guys. I'm gonna pop on Dave's
That's
stream and
beautiful.
see what's going
Go
on.
watch everybody else. Go watch.
Oh, he's getting
everyone
off.
React to all this shit. I'm glad we got. Thank you.
Oh, he's
Bert.
getting
Good
off.
fucking job.
My
Matt,
bad.
Fucking, you
All
got
right,
to
guys.
fucking
Have a great night.
Get a fucking pipeline the verse.